straight chlorine. Let the vibe slide over me. This beat is a chemical. Beat is a chemical. When I leave, don't save my seat. I'll be back when it's all complete. The moment is medical. Moment is medical. Sipping on straight chlorine. Loving what I'm tasting. Venom on my tongue, depending at times. Poisonous vibrations. Help my body run. I'm running for my life. Running for my life. Sipping on straight chlorine. Let the vibe slide over me. This beat is a chemical. Beat is a chemical. When I leave, don't save my seat. I'll be back when it's all complete. The moment is medical. Moment is medical. Sipping on straight chlorine. Fall out of formation. I plan my escape from walls they confine. Rebel red carnation grows while I decay. I'm running from my life. Running from my life. Yeah, I'm running from my life. Running from my life. Had you in my coat pocket where I kept my rebel red. Felt I was invincible, you wrapped around my head. Now different lives I lead, my body lives on lead. The last two lines may read incorrect until said. The lead is terrible in flavor, but now you double as a paper maker. I despise you sometimes, I love to hate the fight. And you in my life is like sipping on straight chlorine. Let the vibe slide over me. This beat is a chemical. Beat is a chemical. When I leave, don't save my seat. I'll be back when it's all complete. The moment is medical. Moment is medical. Sipping on straight chlorine.
like BMW is pissing me off. Like, get the fuck offline if you can't motherfucking drive yet, bro. Especially if you don't know etiquette.
Niggas been counting me out, I'm counting my bullets, I'm loading my clips, I'm writing down names, I'm making a list, I'm checking it twice and I'm getting them hit. The real ones been dying, the fake ones is lit. The game is off balance, I'm back on my shit. The Bentley is dirty, my sneakers is dirty, but that's how I like it. You all on my dick, I'm all on my bag, as hard as it get. I do not store powder, I might take a sip, I might hit the cup, but I'm liable to trip. I ain't popping no pill, but you do as you wish. I roll with some fiends, I love them to death. I got a few mil, but not all of them rich. What good is the bread if my niggas is broke? What good is first class if my niggas ain't shit? That's my next mission, that's why I can't quit. Just like LeBron, get my niggas more chips. Just put the rolling right back on my wrist. This watch came from Drizzy, he gave me a gift. Back when the rap game was praying like this. They act like two legends cannot coexist. But I never beef with a nigga for nothing. If I smoke a rapper, it's gon' be legit. It won't be for clout, it won't be for fame. It won't be cause my shit ain't selling the same. It won't be to sell you my latest no sneakers. It won't be cause some niggas slid in my lane. Everything grows, it's destined to change. I love you little niggas, I'm glad that you came. I hope that you scrape every dollar you came. I hope you more money won't erase the pain. To the OGs, I'm thanking you now. Was watching you when you was paving the ground. I copied your cadence, I mirrored your style. I studied the grace, I'm the greatest right now. Fuck if you feel me, you ain't got a choice. I ain't do no promo, still made all that noise. The shit'll be different, I set my intentions. I promise to slap all that hate out your push. Niggas been counting me out, I'm counting my bullets, I'm loading my clips, I'm writing down names, I'm making a list, I'm checking it twice and I'm getting them hit. The real ones been dying, the fake ones is lit. The game is off balance, I'm back on my shit. The Bentley is dirty, my sneakers is dirty, but that's how I like it. You all on my dick. I just poured something in my cup.
Alright. Trying to get off the track, I guess.
I wish that he had more guidance for real. Too many niggas in cycle of jail, spending their birthdays inside of a cell. We coming from a long bloodline of trauma. We raised by our mamas, Lord. We gotta heal. We hurting.
Who in the absolute hell?
They poison the well, distorted self-image. We settled to fail. I'ma make sure that the real gon' prevail.
God damn.
I just poured something in my cup.
Like, what's going on inside Homeboy's mind? You know what I'm saying? How you even doing this kind of shit right here? I might have to kick him. Get your ass out my way. pretty much. Basically got like a device around my neck like a collar. I described it the other day, like what it is. It's just a strap, like a shoulder strap to a bag, my paintball bag. It wraps around perfectly twice and then motherfucking hooks into itself on my neck. And it has like a pad that the camera can like latch onto and it doesn't move too much. I mean, y'all are moving because my chin is hitting the shit. Or you see me going up and down like that, that's me dancing or something to some music, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, I'm not a very still motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's not like a GoPro mount or anything. This seemed a little bit higher and more convenient for y'all. The chest mount's so damn low, it's basically like you're like, I mean, nobody's looking at a fucking wheel like that, you know what I'm saying? How relative that shit really is to you compared to this, where it's almost like, yeah, I mean, it's where my mouth is, the camera's where my mouth is, so it seemed a lot better than down on my stomach, almost like right in the center of my chest, like real low, that fucking mount. And it's just stupid uncomfortable to wear. Compared to this right here, I don't really feel it. Just sits perfectly on my shoulders right here. And that pad, like the shoulder strap, it's like the perfect density to keep form, so I can latch the camera onto it. It's not gonna like twist down or like flip inside out on me, you know what I'm saying, from the weight. It keeps its form right there, just with that bend in it. Seemed like the best option when I saw it laying over there one day. I was like, you know what? But it's just a Logitech webcam attached to a little clip that I can just clip onto the strap. I'm up here like, fuck my line, I'm just trying to see how close Daddy gets. I haven't driven with him in a while. One of the few people that makes it onto my actual Steam list. Get that door. I hooked the fender. I had to keep pushing you, man. I had to unhook the fender, you know what I'm saying? If I would have pulled away, I would have twisted his car. It's fast. I'm going to be able to chuck it upon the door. I think I'll be able to hit the brakes enough to stop it from smashing. I don't don't know though. Here we go. Need a transition before him, that's for sure. Landing some angle. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's get back in there. Fast but slow on the transition. I gotta be aware of that. Hard to transition before him when I gotta get it like that. I'm not used to people slowing up like that on that transition. He's so fast in every other part of his drive, so I gotta trust him, and then I can't trust him right there, which is a scary thing. You need, like, that's when people usually gap you, is during the transition. He's like right at the last second braking on me or like trying to let me catch up. I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that. I'll catch up. You just keep doing your thing. I was like, don't try to pull a Lux out of nowhere, but strategically, because Lux does that shit dynamically. They don't plan it like, I'm going to do it right here to try to let you catch up. Lux just sees that they need to slow up for you, and they'll slow up for you. Don't ever just slow up for somebody, like, strategically at one moment, like, I want you to catch me right here. Just go with the flow. Keep, like, your same consistency as much as you can. See, my ass is bad at that. I accelerate during my transitions, and I'll gap you. Kind of making sure that I can always transition, because some people will get up on you where you can't swing on them. Especially when they got better tires than you, like thicker tires. I shouldn't say better because they're not better in the sense of the word that we're talking about. More grip is the only sense of whether better speed-wise. If you want to be faster, you're going to need those tires. But don't do that if you want control. You want control? Use the fucking, like, ice cube motherfucking lowest grip tires you can possibly fucking have. It'll give you so much variety and agility and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you won't have to throttle hard to get through a corner. You could just lightly feather a bitch and she'll get you through a corner at whatever angle you want. You know what I'm saying? You want that when you're drifting. You do not want to have some race car speed demon ass bullshit when you're goddamn trying to get a door. Maybe if you're show drifting by yourself and you just want to put a fast ass lap time sideways or some shit. I don't know what kind of scenario calls for a car to have thick fucking tires. But it's bullshit. That's like the biggest lie in drifting. They want you to use thick ass tires so that you burn through a lot more of your money. Buy the cheapest tires you can fucking find and learn how to drift on them shits. I'm telling you, you'll have a better time. We could all be on fucking 205s right now and we'd be even more agile. Yeah, we'd be slower, you know what I'm saying? But you'd be more agile. You'd be able to do more in a split second than I could. Just physically. It's not impossible, or it's not possible for me to do as much as that car would be able to do, like angle change, all that shit. Let me get back on Dada's door. This is that fucking BMW that couldn't drive earlier. All right, what the hell is he doing? Like, what is he doing in the goddamn tandem? There we go. Keep your flow. God damn, this BMW behind me, man. I just need to get away from him. That's why I'm gonna have to kick him. He just forces his way through every situation. I'm just like, yeah, we ain't gotta pay for this shit, but come on, man. Use a little bit of goddamn sense. Like, shit. You see a wreck happening and shit, hit the brakes a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're strategically trying to push somebody through it the right way, like that motherfucker ain't got that going on. He's just kind of ramming shit. I'm like, come on now. Cause him more of a problem. He'll spin a motherfucker that's about to take off and go straight. And then he's just like, you just wasted fucking 4 more seconds of everybody's time because your ass was slightly impatient in the moment. I'm just like, those seconds will add the fuck up. Alright? When you a motherfucker fucking up 20 seconds every lap and a half, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna affect people. We only driving for a motherfucking minute in here each lap. 40 something seconds, I believe. 53 seconds on my lap times right now. If I go fast. Like, you don't want to fuck people's time up. Everything happens so fast here. That's how you'll become a hated driver on this server real quick. Like, this is a small community. They're gonna remember your name. So just don't be a douchebag when you're driving. This ain't Forza and shit where you ain't gotta see these motherfuckers ever again. You will see these same names. I've seen all these motherfucking names before. That's how I know Dad fucking knows how to drive and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I have a list of like 20 motherfuckers that I'll get doors with just before anybody else. I'll drop out of a tandem as soon as I see one of those names. Just to find that door, because I know that's the door I want to get. God damn that BMW. Why is he creeping up in here out of nowhere? Was that the BMW or was that Laurel back there? I see a black car and I'm already getting nervous. I'm just like, is he back again? I thought we got away from that motherfucker. Tried to get around that car, keep the flow. I saw homeboy behind me coming up. Seemed to work out. That was tricky as fuck not to spin that car though. Being so close to him and on the side of his car like that. Kinda had a crab walking. Come on, you got it. Keep going. See, now that's somebody trying to help you through a corner. He knows what the fuck I'm talking about. If you're gonna hit somebody, at least try to fix a situation like that where I would have been stuck behind that shit, had to turn all around. I'm right here back in the tandem, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna pay for these parts, so you might as well give a tap when it's necessary. But that fucking BMW, he was on that fucking malicious shit where you just like, what is going on in his brain? He woke up pissed off or some shit. That's all you can fucking have for an explanation. You're just like, what you even doing back there? I know you smarter than that. There you go. I love it when I can like slightly force a motherfucker to have a gangster line. Like, you try to go shower, I'll just tap you out to the outside. I'm like, get your ass out there. I was trying to push him out there, the Kermit motherfucking Charlie Brown. He really didn't want to go out there, right? He almost drove himself off the road. He was like, whoa, whoa. Just trying to help. You know what I'm saying? A little shallow. We could put the booty out on the edge and I'll have a lot more fun with it, you know what I'm saying? Them hands will start sweating and shit. Just gotta expect them to go shallow. We'll find the door. Hey! So you might have too much grip. 6. Possibly on like 45s. Because I should be finding his door. I'm throwing the car at him. If we on the same shits, I'm throwing it at less angle than him, so I should be catching him, you know what I'm saying, through every corner. Just logically speaking, if I use less angle in the same motherfucking, I'm throwing it, you know what I'm saying, with all my might. He can throw it with all his might too. I should be able to hit his ass. If he's always got a gap, he on the wrong fucking tires. We've seen it too many times. And if he's always straightening up and shit and can't keep the booty out, that's all another telltale sign, like having to do too much right there, where he's trying to get the booty out and he's like, all of a sudden loses it. I don't know why. I don't know why people give themselves more of a fucking challenge because they think speed matters up in here. Speed don't matter. We're going sideways. Look at my fucking speed. It's 25 fucking miles per hour. What you think we're gonna be going 70 in here? You know what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck are you putting sticky tires on your car? I don't get it. You're like, I need the grip because it's control. It's not control. Who the fuck told you that's control? Just because it feels tighter or like you got less ability, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's only one thing you can do to get it done. That's all you need. It's like a motherfucker that can't handle options. It's like, I need the car to only drive one way properly or else I'm just going to be spinning my ass. That's a motherfucker putting on the wrong tires at the wrong time. I don't get that kind of concept. Give yourself agility whenever possible in drifting. Fuck mechanical grip, fuck any kind of grip. You just want to get that goddamn, you want your tires to break loose. That's all you want. At will. You just want them to break at will. Competition drifting and shit, that's all a fucking lie. I'm gonna reinvent the game and just show y'all what the fuck drifting should be. That's why they gotta keep drifting fun and all this shit, because FD is killing drifting. It's murdering it because no one really likes what the fuck's happening there. Our favorite drivers, the people that give you the sexiest driving styles, they don't fucking score highly in FD. Why? Because FD is a fucking lie. Alright, it's like race drifting or some shit. I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of here. It's all a show. You can, if you want to gap a motherfucker, you should be able to gap a motherfucker every goddamn corner. And the best of the best should always be able to gap a motherfucker. Look at Christoph Blues. He didn't get the memo that it's a show, and his ass was up there gapping motherfuckers for like a couple events. And they told him like, yo, we're not gonna give you a high fucking score just because you're gapping motherfuckers, alright? You need to calm that shit the fuck down. That ain't what we're doing here. You're supposed to be making it look sexy, but the rules are all fucked up for that shit. I was just like, how you gonna fucking like have the rules all stupid as fuck? Because you got a couple of gringos up in this motherfucker making everything up that don't know what people want to see. I'm like, who the fuck gave these people their job and was just like, this is what companies want y'all to be motherfucking putting out? I'm like, let me goddamn get into a meeting with these 3 fucking top tire companies and show them my goddamn drift competition and watch them just be like, fuck FD. Right out the gate, just that day they'd be like, nigga, we dismantling all of that shit. Restart. Because I know how to make companies look sexy. You know what I'm saying? When I had my own companies and shit, I want to make my own shit look sexy. I thought about all this goddamn crazy shit. And because I got the skills and shit, I'm that kind of motherfucker that can promote my own shit. It's like, how would I like to promote myself today? That shit is second nature to me now. Motherfucking FD is boring as hell to people because we're just like, that's not what I want to see. I don't want to see a motherfucker gapping a motherfucker trying to hit these goddamn clipping points faster than a motherfucker. I want to see those 2 cars trying to absolutely destroy the paint job on each other's doors as they go around a corner synchronized together. That's all I want to see. Out of the best drivers in the world, that's all I want to see. That shit makes me high. Alright, I can't describe it any other way. My brain starts motherfucking releasing endorphins at an extreme rate when I see 2 cars on each other like that. I got 3 or 4 different like fights in FD where the motherfucker said, fuck that stupid shit, let's just give these people what they want to see. Castro and I think it was James Dean. It was 2 people in like the same car, I thought, which I don't think it was James Dean that year. He has the fucking S15 or some shit. Was it Castro and him? They are 2 icy motherfuckers that could goddamn agree to that shit. It's kind of like an all-star game, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's motherfucking like agreeing to make each other look good. That's what drifting is. Your job is to make each other look good because you're making these companies look good. It ain't about a competition. It's so much motherfucking what company's gonna give you the fastest shit. That ain't drifting. That's the wrong kind of competition. The competition should be how icy can you be? How good can you drive with the car behind you? If he's lacking angle and shit, can I shy up angle and match his car from the front? That is supreme fucking skill. That's some shit that'll just, you're just like, god damn, alright, whoa. And they do it synchronized in time, like they don't get hit by the other car because they took control of the situation. They saw that they were locked right there where they couldn't catch up, and that motherfucker's like, well, I'll match the door. Them points will be given to that motherfucking lead driver. That it would be so much pressure on the tail driver to stay on that door and not give that motherfucker the opportunity to fix that shit. And it's going to be all a fucking point if we know what consistency each person should have. If it looks like the lead driver is gapping him on purpose, he's going to have points taken away. You'll see it all. We'll know it all. We ain't dumb when it comes to drifting. We know what we want to see. So judges need a better judging criteria. Some shit that ain't motherfucking all... It's literally just politics in a way that you're just like, fuck all of that. I can make every company get their shine. Where if you even in the motherfucking league, people are buying your shit. That's what they want. That's some shit that hasn't been done before. Because everybody's just like, I want mine to be the best. Motherfucker, you're only going to get so much love. People are just dedicated to shit. Especially when you do some controversial shit to win, you lose a lot of motherfucking money. You thought you were going to gain, too. And it never works out for these companies. People know about the controversial shit. That's all they talk about. Controversy. They hate it. They're a hated driver for it. I hate Osbo because of all the controversy. One of the best goddamn drivers in the world, but I hate the motherfucker because, one, he drives a Supra. Every fucking car you've ever seen him drive is a Supra chassis. A Supra is a sexy motherfucking drift car. One of the best goddamn drift chassis I think I've fucking seen up on a Seto and shit. I was like, if that's anything representative of a motherfucking Supra chassis, you know what I'm saying? I've never had an MK4 myself, but goddamn, I would fucking buy that car in a heartbeat. That's if I can find a nice one. I mean, them bitches are expensive. Like, it's expensive than my fucking Camaro. I'd much rather have a V8 than a fucking 2J that I know somebody beat the absolute piss out of. I mean, a fucking V8 can handle 20 motherfucking thousand horsepower. You tune them bitches right. Motherfucking 2J is gonna handle 2,000. So when a motherfucker's putting a lot of shit through a goddamn 2J, he is gonna be putting some wear and tear on that engine. It is pretty hard to beat the fuck out of a goddamn V8 unless you just putting the wrong internals and shit in it without motherfucking applying the right strengths in the right places. New springs and shit like that. Rods. Motherfuckers go in there, put some nice ass pistons in the bitch and break everything else. But yeah, I hate FD. I hate most fucking sports because they just don't know how to. Their job is to sell shit to you. Alright, that's all it is. It's a fucking capitalism world. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be creating sales, equipment and shit like that. Betting is what most of it is. Professional sports are all motherfucking. That's where the real money is and the real fucking point of it. It's betting. And I was just like, I'll create one that ain't gonna be motherfucking getting people jacked up every goddamn week, and it will be a real competition. Actually, it still will get people jacked up because you could always do something wrong and then somebody's going to want you out the way. I was like, let me not say that because it's just a new world of sinister shit that's going to happen to people in the shadows. I mean, yeah, we're all going to enjoy the show and it ain't going to be boring. We're packing stands and shit. You know what I'm saying? Commentators will be way more fucking excited to talk about what's happening in this competition than FD. When somebody gets on each other's door, that's the most exciting shit we can have, but they're trying not to let that happen. That's the goal in FD. Don't let the motherfucker catch your door. Not let me match his door. Like, good God. Like, we had it so wrong. It's because of the same thing as paintball. The birth of paintball was so fucking, like, recent that, yeah, the rules and shit are changing every fucking year, it seems, trying to find what the fuck is really what we want to be playing, what people want to see, what's the most exciting form of showing this to people. Like, they got rid of the flag and shit, and they now have, you just got to get to a buzzer on the other fucking side of the field. They changed the entire game of paintball, tournament-wise. The biggest leagues got bought the fuck out, and there's just a new league that had a new set of rules and shit. That's exactly what the fuck I'm gonna do to drifting. Like, watch me. Just wait until I'm 30 when I want that business motherfucking life, you know what I'm saying? My 20s were doing whatever the fuck I want to do. 30 is business time. And it's right around the corner. I'm already hyped for it. Gonna start early and shit. Halfway through this year just so I got a foundation going. Can't wait to start the motherfucking drift events at that airport though. Holy shit. I was born here for a fucking reason and that airport exists for me. Drifting hasn't been done there for 10 fucking years. 11 now. Woo-wee. It gave me the fucking idea, like I just found it one day because of that, looking for a spot to drift. And good God. I had dreams about that airport. I could see events going down there and shit. I haven't even been able to step foot on the bitch. I saw it from the fence, you know what I'm saying? Where I got the number to call and see what it took to fucking put on an event there. I just gotta have a club with small fucking insurance, which if you try to put on an event at all, the insurance companies that that do this shit for these events, they can't wait to fucking give you insurance for this shit, because that's how the company fucking works, and racing is dying. People are putting less and less venues on every fucking year because it's an expensive motherfucking sport, and we're kind of in a people holding on to their money state right now, which is a damn shame. I mean, you can't take it with you. You might as well just live your days out as happy as you can. People save it for rainy days, though. They're just like, Armageddon right around the corner or some shit. I'm just like, alright, like money's gonna fucking matter when that day comes anyway. Okay? Motherfucker, it's gonna be on some Fallout bottle cap shit, alright? We're gonna be taking actual gold and shit as a fucking currency again. You're like, I need valuables. You got diamonds, motherfucker? You got jewelry? We can be passing around jewelry like it's fucking coins and shit. Like at some point, these precious motherfucking stones and metals might come into play. It really is going to be all about food and motherfucking ammunition and shit. If some days really came down to that, that will be the currency. We're going to go back to straight up trading. There ain't going to be no middleman currency like motherfucking shit. We just going to be like, I got 300 rounds of this. This motherfucker's like, well, I got food for y'all for about a month. And that's the kind of trades you're going to see. Motherfucking barter system going to be back. Except people are going to be getting robbed for their shit all the time in that fucking zone. We ain't going to be all happy motherfucking working together ass people. They're training us not to be that, you know what I'm saying? If we were living on an Ubuntu system and we were all already doing that shit, like taking care of each other, like I'll work 3 hours a motherfucking week and we all going to have an abundance of anything, you know what I'm saying? You just do a job that you're good at. That's the crazy shit. You just go and do something for 3 hours a fucking week, what you're skilled at. You're a carpenter or some shit, you go build some motherfucking shit, you know what I'm saying? Go help with one of those projects somewhere. You will fucking output, what is it, 3 times as much shit as we will ever need, no matter what amount of people we have to deal with. That system was worked out and they fucking hide it. There was a country fucking like doing that shit and then they bombed the motherfucker. They're like, okay, we can't even give an example that motherfuckers are able to live together. They're trying to divide and conquer us. Like, I can't even describe someone in history trying to divide and conquer as hard as they doing right now. Psychotically at it, you know what I'm saying? Hey. Well, we don't come back to the center alone. You know what configuration? Do you have some kind of like dead zone or some shit? Is there like a steering dead zone you were able to like turn up or down? Because that sounds like what you're talking about. Like a center point dead zone. Like where it won't let you turn until you get to a certain point, you know what I'm saying? That might be what you're feeling right there. That's the only thing I could think of that would do some shit like that. Yeah, I don't use any dead zones though. Fuck dead zones. Motherfucking make all your shit like right on point. I mean, people be trying to make that clutch, wherever the fuck their clutch is in their car, like catching. I'm like, I just leave it. Make the bitch responsive, because it's already, you're gonna be working with a different pedal in your car anyways. Like it's gonna have a little bit more strength than this right here, unless you got like a light ass fucking hair trigger pedal. Alright, good God. I can only imagine a car that has this light of a fucking pedal. But my Mustang, I gotta stomp that bitch. Like, I gotta, when you say clutch kick, motherfucker, I'm kung fuing that bitch. Where you gotta be accurate with it, or else that bitch will come back up and fuck your shin up or some shit. Ain't no sliding off of that. On a rainy day, it's a little sketchy, you know what I'm saying? You got that slip going on, you're like, oh, bitch. Those are the fun, like, most fun days to slide, though, so I kinda took the good with the bad, you know what I'm saying? I remember I would try to like not take too many steps on the water before I got in that car. That was a precaution I would take. Walking on the sides of my feet and shit like that. Trying to keep the toes dry. Desperate times, you know what I'm saying? On some C's, of course. On some C's, they ain't even fast with them. I was just like, how am I fast with you? Come on now. Tried to match the angle. It's because they unsure them tires. They wouldn't be unsure when you can just stomp on a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I can go all the way to the red line with this bitch and she ain't gonna be doing too much. We got crazy amounts of angle in these cars. There ain't no excuse to be on some crazy gripped up tires and shit. Like I spin out, I can't even try to, let me try to spin this car. You know what I'm saying? That's about as bad as it gets. Now, anyone that knows doing that shit in a car with like fucking 50 degrees of angle, the motherfucker's gonna whip around and do a damn near 360 on your ass with some skill. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's as good as my 360s get with this much angle. It's crazy. I can't even hit lock and rock on it. You know what I'm saying? Do that little G-force rock on the fucking lock right there. You can't hit the lock in time. Right? It just fucking stays put. It's like understeer city. There ain't no whip city right there. It's understeer city. You're like, let's just keep on rotating. That's why I like cars with a little bit less angle than this, just because of the 360 effect. I can do 360s and keep my velocity, you know what I'm saying? I bleed a lot of speed because you just, like I said, that understeer is pretty much like braking. Well, when you're doing the 360, that is. You ain't propelling yourself forward, going off of pure inertia. That shit there, yeah. When you go up and curved. What? Wait, do you have a force feedback wheel? Wait, what's happening here? What wheel do you got? That'll help me understand like the situation. Yeah, you got a G27. You have to turn manual though. You're saying that the car doesn't have force feedback. I would turn your force feedback up to 100 at least, like just what normal force feedback would be, and then curb and road I got at 110. Both of those are at 110 for me. Regular force feedback was at 100. I used to drive on 200 just because I like that almost like fucking non-power steering effect it did on them SDC cars. Like they got real heavy steering in them already. And when you put it on 200, it was almost like the bitches had no power steering, which was nice. I got a couple of cars like that, so it was cool practice. Made me real confident behind the wheel where I gotta really manhandle the shit, you know what I'm saying? You most don't turn the wheel, just let it go. After manually turn the wheel. Yeah, I was gonna say your force feedback might be so light that it won't turn itself. That's all I can think of now, because like if it doesn't have a dead zone on it where it's just not doing anything for you. Yeah, I would think it's just your force feedback's so low that it's not turning the car for you. I don't even know. I've never driven it with it really low. I've just driven them stock BMWs, not the stock BMWs, the ones that are standard to the game. You know what I'm saying? They come with the game. A non-tunable drift version that they have. That shit has really light steering on it. So if you had 100, even 200, the shit felt like a cloud. You know what I'm saying? Like, wasn't even solid. I don't know if that's what you're feeling. Like it's not. We're saying right there at that moment when I transition and let it flick to the other side, it's not turning by itself. Like, I am keeping the G's on it. That's why you'll see me pause it through this shit. I'll keep the G's so that they keep flicking through it, and it'll keep my car like consistently like twisting. Otherwise, it will straighten up. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm not steering that like that. This thing has a lot of lock, so and the tires are real motherfucking wide in a sense. You look at all these cars that got crazy wide tires because of that dish. But yeah, I don't know if it's like I'm disguising it like it's rotating a lot for me or some shit, or are you saying that there is no force feedback at all for you? Because that's what I would look at. But I would make sure that you got drivers for it too. Like if you just got your G27, go to the Logitech site and download all the drivers for it. Because sometimes wheels and shit, flight sticks, all that shit won't work unless you go and get the drivers. Bro, is it normal for a guy for a guy? I don't know what you're talking about right there. Is that the Australian soda that you're talking about? You know what I'm saying? I don't know anybody that starts drinking the soda during sex. I was like, you talking about squirting? I was just like, I don't think I squirted. Like, what? I was like, I was unload on her. But yeah, that's a female thing, bro. What? Working in between that G to the A spot for that shit to build up in the girl. No, like how shit squirts. Okay, that is very disturbing. I didn't know that was a thing. If your mate claims that shit, I'm just like, what is he doing to his ass? That shit's a factor. I was like, you really gotta work a girl's pussy to get her to squirt in the right way. Like, it's strategic, you know what I'm saying? And she's gotta build up. You gotta convince her that she's not gonna piss herself. She's gonna feel it like she has to take a piss, but that ain't piss. It's a different area in her building up that's gonna use the same motherfucking exit. But it ain't yours. That's what's confusing to women, you know what I'm saying? They don't understand it builds up with friction, but it does. Like, you gotta convince her to just let it go. And most girls will hold it back. They too shy to ever do some shit like that. So you gotta have a freaky bitch that just kind of wants to. She ain't afraid to piss all over the bed, even if that was the case. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the bitch she fucking with. She's gonna be escorted for you. You know what I'm saying? She's like, we'll clean this shit up later. It's psychological. It's very psychological getting a girl to squirt, but like you gotta convince her that she can be comfortable doing that shit. Otherwise, they are very uncomfortable with everything. They are very uncomfortable with their own scent and shit. They worried about it every time you go down there. That's all they worried about. What's his response gonna be? They like cold sweating and shit. You can feel like nervous as a motherfucker. Every girl's worried about that kind of shit. You gotta convince them that what they're doing to that night is fucking sexy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta convince them that it's okay, that they can feel comfortable, that you're comfortable with them feeling comfortable. Because otherwise, it's gonna be mad awkward for you, and she ain't gonna do what you're trying to get her to do. And you can be like, "What's wrong?" It's because you made her feel a little too awkward, man. She needs to feel as comfortable as possible. She already got enough anxiety going on over the situation. know what I'm saying? She acts like she's been there before and she's done all this shit a lot, but they all got a lot of pressure on themselves. You gotta make her feel mad comfortable, and then she's gonna be like squirting all over the place, coming like multiple times, and she don't want to stop fucking and shit like that. Like, you just open them doors with comfort. That's why they like guys that got a lot of experience. It's fucked up, you know what I'm saying? We're all a bunch of dogs, but they're like, that motherfucker knows how to make a woman feel comfortable. That's all they looking for. I was like, yeah, I'm a dirty dog, but they see the comfort. That's the win, alright? I can't even look really down on myself because I'm just like, shit. I mean, they keep coming to me for it. It ain't like I'm going out and trying to be a horn dog, you know what I'm saying? It's just like I beat her. We get into it, and then I'm just that number she keeps in the back pocket for a rainy day. I was like, you don't want to just break up with your girlfriend over some stupid shit, because those are the kind of moments where she's always calling somebody like me. That's some stupid shit. So don't think it won't happen either, because the nicest motherfucking, most respectful girl, she off the fucking leash. That's exactly what she's gonna do that day. It's like she has to make a point of it. You done fucked up. I'm like, shit. Savage ass women. But yeah, that's what I'm saying by fickle. A woman will do that shit, and that's some fickle shit right there. Yeah, I can admit is one wholeheartedly fickle when they come to me for that shit, but it's just like, they just come for some good sex. And to feel good about themselves in a shitty moment, I guess. It's really psychological. Like, I make them feel comfortable even when they're in a shitty moment like that. And that's what they come to me for. That's how powerful that shit is. So just do that for your woman out the gate, and she'll never fucking leave you. It's some powerful shit. Unless y'all just really wrong for each other, because I run into that shit plenty of times where I was just like, I can't even with this anymore. This is costing me money, and I wouldn't spend money on that situation if, like, I was forced to. I'm just like, I'm getting out of this shit. Just explain it to her. Just be like, we ain't right for each other, and this is fucking up both of our goddamn lives. Let's just call it quits and be cool. You can kind of see when it's dead, like that romance is dead, but y'all kind of just stick it together because you're like, the sex is there. Fuck that. Okay, fuck that flow. It ain't worth. Use your motherfucking hand, all right, and save yourself, goddamn. I don't even know how much money you spend on that one woman a month. It ain't worth it. Anyways. Maybe it is to some people. They're just like, I need to be with someone at all times. Like, no matter how fucked up she is. I'm like, damn. Well, I feel for you, homie, because thankfully I ain't in that position, but that seems like some rough shit. There are some savage-ass women out here. That once they ain't afraid to, like, end some shit, you'll just be going through some bullshit all the time. You're just like, what is this? But yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, anything stimulating in a fucking way like that is considered sex in some fucking fashion. I mean, sex is a very broad term. Anything fucking intimate can damn near be sex, right? Like, it's like that one nigga from The Office is just like, life is sex. And he's just like, it's not as perverted as you think. Life is sex. Basically, everything you do is for pleasure. To find pleasure. It's crazy. Like, you don't gotta think about penetration. That's why we compare shit to sex. We're like, oh, that was fucking as good as an orgasm right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you weren't lying. You fucking released endorphins and shit. You felt it. That's why you made the statement. You know, so you were joking a little bit, but you weren't really joking. You were just like, I feel good. Wait, slow me. That's fucking crazy, bro. That sounds really fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You learn something new every day. That's just. He might want to get checked on that because that could be like something he might have to worry about. Like, what is that? Is this diarrhea, bro? I was like, is that stomach acid? Like, did he get punctured in the stomach? Did he get stabbed recently? You know what I'm saying? Where he could have like stomach acid leaking through his body, and he's just, the timing is working out. I'm like, shit. I've never heard of some shit like that before. Then again, I've never really like dipped my toes into that side of the pool, you know what I'm saying, where I would run into that kind of shit. But I imagine you gotta be stimulating yourself some fucking how where some shit happens like that. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, alright, you gotta do that. Like I said, you gotta be hitting a certain spot in the woman for her to build them juices in that way. Otherwise, she ain't never gonna feel like she gotta take a piss darn fucking like, I gotta get up and pee, and then she really ain't gotta pee. And she's like, what was that? David has an orgasm on the toilet over there, and she's just like, oh shit. She basically does if she does go. That's the shit might go up. She runs in there and actually has to go. It's confusing to her though. You gotta kind of explain her through that situation, because I mean it's not like girls look that kind of shit up about themselves for some fucking reason. Unless they just, I feel like lesbians look that kind of shit up. Like a girl is, like how we look up what to do with a woman, you know what I'm saying? Like a woman has to be doing that about a woman in that case, where she's just like, what can I do to stimulate her ass a bit more? Woo-wee. Anyways. Oh, I should have hit the brakes right there. I just trusted that I was going to be able to gain enough angle to stay away from it. That was a hard tap, though. If I could avoid the brake, I avoid it. Yeah, I was like, I would still go to a doctor even if he says he likes that show. I'd be like, bro, that seems like a medical concern. At least go. He's like, I don't want to tell a doc about this shit. Go get a female doctor. All right? She'll be fucking weirded out by it, but she'll probably want to fucking. She's just like, I gotta see this. for medical motherfucking purposes. You're just like, goddamn, all right? You better be a single motherfucker. You go to the doctor that day. You got a female doctor because her weird ass might just have to find out what the hell you talking about. Like, that's a brand new medical condition. She'll motherfucking like define some shit. She's like, this is just a professional, like let's keep this professional up in here. Butt ass nigga, you all up in the doctor, you know what I'm saying? Her ass is doing it for medical motherfucking reasons. I feel like there's a crazy bitch out there like that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, that's just fucking weird. Is he fucking with you? Like, he's just fucking with you, right? Like, just to get to see what you were saying about it or some shit. That sounds fucking ridiculous, man. This is serious shit. That's fucked up. Oh man. He was like, what have women's responses been to this? Like, that's what I'm curious about. What the fuck does the bitch say about this shit happening? She would be so, like, when you gotta explain a girl, cause like, what the fuck would she think? You should be freaking out, right? She'd be like, what the hell? You just, you'll never see some shit like that in porn. That's fucking ridiculous. Right, he's like a freak of nature or some shit. He probably have some whole following and shit. Bitches just paying all kinds out the ass. He has sugar mamas all over the place. Like, let me see what the hell everybody talking about. We all up here just like, I don't know if I would. I mean, look at him. He making dough right now, but I don't know if I would trade like how I'm feeling now for doing that every time. I'd be like, it's an awkward fucking sense right there. See what it is? I convinced her to do the shit because I think it's how when she just lets loose like that. I was like, for me, that's alien as fuck. I would do some shit like that. I would be so confused. I would be like, whoa. I was like, let me go to the bathroom because something crept up on my ass. Boy, find out that he's like making his stomach bleed acid and some shit down there real quick. I'll be like, God damn. Be like, don't fucking clench your gut so hard. I don't know. Like, I don't even. Jocko, you need to go outside, little nigga. Damn. Fucking insane conversation I'm having right now. That's crazy shit. The fuck was her response?
Got this bright idea, so I'm gonna let that shine. Illuminate to lead the way, my words give sight to the blind. I sip this holy water, helps me hydrate, full of electrolytes. 2 crucifixes on my chest, they help me sleep at night like hold it down. You fucking right, I swear to God I do, don't fuck around. I play my role like I'm supposed to do. Like who in the fuck let this nigga in? Searching for the finish, going for the win. That's a controversy for the opposition. I'm a classic lyricist within the sense of independent for my thoughts. I'm thinking retribution, fuck a resolution. I ain't looking for it. And I wonder about some out, got a quicker flow. I feel like Packy, I pack a pretty punch, a punish on a pole, put a target on him. Take my time and get him, get together, spit about a 16. Niggas price size with a big dream. I'm in this hole with a purpose, I'm feeling like easier. Young nigga ruthless, young nigga with an attitude. Middle finger to the other side. Wrote a blunt and I forgot about it. Read a couple novels and I moved on. Smoked a blunt and I forgot about it. Read a couple novels and I moved on. I'm in this hole with a purpose, I'm feeling like easier. Young nigga ruthless, young nigga with an attitude. Middle finger to the other side. Wrote a blunt and I forgot about it. Read a couple novels and I moved on. Smoked a blunt and I forgot about it. Read a couple novels and I moved on. All of my shit is correct. Pointing is kept how the secret concealed. My name is the daggers, I slice with a skill. Aim for the dragon, to go for the kill. The will of a giant and tyrant and large. Lord of the flies, I'm like William Gold. Get the grip, I don't you disappoint. Know the call the coroner and usher in the pure punitive intent to try and tell the truth. I train to thought attack and tackle quick to get him. I'm a suicide, solid line. Back is wake him up, they smell it. So I'm pinning summer sort of arm. Rabbit said don't touch it, but a double nigga like Mark Summers. Tell him never mind, I'm finna buck Nirvana. Kept the shit 1,000, nigga, fuck 100. I'm in this hole with a purpose, I'm feeling like easier. Young nigga ruthless, young nigga with an attitude. Middle finger to the other side. Wrote a blunt and I forgot about it. Read a couple novels and I moved on. Smoked a blunt and I forgot about it. Read a couple novels and I moved on. I'm in this hole with a purpose, I'm feeling like easier. Young nigga ruthless, young nigga with an attitude. Middle finger to the other side. Wrote a blunt and I forgot about it. Read a couple novels and I moved on. Smoked a blunt and I forgot about it. Read a couple novels and I moved on. Hey, laddish, nigga, hey, one time for the, one time for the,
Damn. It's fucking weird, bro. Holy shit, what am I doing way over here? This is not where I parked my car. What the fuck? Hold up, hold up, hold up. Let's go back to the pits for a second. Hold up. It's beef that we gon' blam. It smells so good. Boy. What up? Oh, hell no. What?
Just don't happen like this, fuck it.
There it is. I was like, what the hell?
I woke up the light.
The message wouldn't show up unless I alt tab to it.
People are probably pissed off. Like, damn, nigga, I was on a jail call. Damn, niggas make me hate my cell phone. Like, damn, my nigga, I'm in the studio. Last time I dropped the album was like a year ago. Yeah, you telling me you starving, but I've been it all. Like, growing up, breakfast, lunch, and dinner wasn't cereal. I know what's up. This one's for you.
Hey.
This one's for you.
I think I made it.
I think I made it.
I think I made it, cause I'm always smiling and you're the reason now. Girl, I can't explain it.
I can't explain it.
All in the time and I had to get low, I had to get low, I had to get back. I had to report, I had to get facts, cause you were just that, you that. Girl, you share your truths with me, and I find them true. Amused,
You in the booth with me.
Can't spend no time on a nickel and dime it. I got me a girl, she don't want no diamonds.
Oh my god.
A daily reminder to holler at God. Like, where did you find her? Good looking, my nigga. Everything around me, I took it. Did it with only the niggas I knew. And a few niggas I thought I knew better. Let go my bitches, I always do better. But you're more top echelon. My next probably be a step backwards. Niggas front when niggas struck with love like a drama mates be the best actors. I'm done with all that tough acting. John Madden would've saw it happen. So it happens. My niggas want life's good things, they still dreaming. And you deserve them too. I'ma do it just so it happens. I think I made it. I think I made it, cause I'm always smiling and you're the reason now. Girl, I can't explain it. It's all in the time and I had to get low, I had to get low.
That car's so sexy though.
I had to report, I had to get facts, cause you're just that, you share your truths with me. And I find them true, amused, you in the booth with me. La 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 la. This one's for you.
I'm elevated. Yeah. I'm elevated. I'm hella faded. These niggas been hating. I don't know the reason now. Sometimes I feel jaded. They don't see the real me. They only know code. They only know code. Oh, I had to get back. I had to resort to turning my back. I'm doing just that. True that. I thought he was through with me, but that wasn't true. The proof. You in the coop with me. God shuffled the cards, dealt me a hand with impossible odds. Put an obstacle course up, look, and I conquered them all. With minimal effort, I'm fresher than sucking your jaw. Fuck, they spinning my record so heavy, I'm talking stuck in a rock in a hard place, though. Is it true what they say, the higher you go, the longer the fall? Well, I dropped to the floor, the knock at the door was on cue. I thought that I saw it all till I saw you. Now I call you when the sun shines and the rain dries up. I'm a pit bull, but for you, I be on chain tied up. In the backyard with a muzzle on, tail wagging like Oregon Trail, waiting on you to come through, just like you do. I think I made it. I think I made it, cause I'm always smiling and you're the reason now. Girl, I can't explain it. It's all in the time and I had to get low, I had to get low, I had to get back. I had to report, I had to get facts, cause you understand, you that, you share your truths with me. And I find the truth of you, you're in the booth with me.
I was like, I tried to left foot break it. I needed the clutch kick and fucking break that shit. Homeboy did not have that corner down. Oh my god. It's kind of like doing my own thing until I know that they got a tandem going on up there. Ooh. Here we go. Ooh, got a controller dropping. Within millimeters. Ooh, thank you. Hold up. Stay still. There we go. Thought I was gonna have to put that bitch in reverse. Courteous homeboy took me off the rail. I'm like, thank you. That sacrifice. The purple S14 is a brand new player, so Key over here. I swear to fucking God. It's already hard enough for Key. Key's playing on controller. He's just like, motherfucker, I'm already having a difficult enough time. Don't do this. Fucking hit enter when you spin and go back to the pit. Hell no. Nah, son. Nah.
Get exposed standing next to 6'4" rappers. The streets don't fuck with you, you pitchfork rappers. Chosen by the white man, you hit store rappers. I reload the clip, then I hit more rappers with that.
Trust me when I say, you want a person that's struggling to have hot tires, alright? He needs to get used to his tires. If he keeps jumping back to the pits, he's going to constantly have ever-changing tires, and that motherfucker's never going to find his flow, and it's going to be even worse for you. This is from thousands of hours of experience. You know what I'm saying? I know how to motherfucking, like, make shit easy for you. Spin your bitch around and get right back into a drift, you know what I'm saying? Look at him, he's hitting shit, but keep going, because if you go back to the pits, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what he's doing right there. He obviously is just like, I don't even know what the fuck's going on in his mind after I saw that shit. But everybody else that spins, you know what I'm saying? don't jump straight back to the pits. You're gonna have cold tires. You're gonna have to heat them bitches up over the next 2 laps. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you just heat the tires back up in half a lap or some shit like that. It takes 2 laps for you to get the PSI you want back in your bitches. So don't just be jumping back to the pits just because you think you're saving everybody time. Just stay still if you wreck. You know what I'm saying? If you wreck, stay the fuck still and people will drive around you and shit. I'll dive on the inside and avoid a car that's on the outside real quick. You know what I'm saying? We like those challenges and shit. When you jump straight to the pits, we're just like, damn, there go another person that's gonna have to reheat their shit. And you're gonna be off, like when you're trying to tandem. If you jump right back into the tandem straight out the pits, you're gonna be the person dive bombing doors and shit, because we all got hot tires and you in there on some cold shits. Don't jump back to the pits unless you absolutely have to. When you have to is when you're stuck on one of these rails and you can't back away from it. You know what I'm saying? When you weld yourself to a rail and there's no other option but to go back to the pits, that's the one time you got to go back and reheat your tires. Otherwise, don't think that people mind you crashing and shit. If you're on 225s, we don't mind you hitting walls and shit at all. Alright? Motherfucker, we expect the shit because we all be getting stupid nasty on these tires. So it's only like a person that has mad balls is going to be going for rails and shit right out the gate anyways. We need those kind of drivers. Let him learn. Let him learn how to chuck shit at a wall, you know what I'm saying? He'll get it at some point. Just try to avoid them, you know what I'm saying? If they are smashing into people and shit, that's another story. Like that BMW that was in here earlier that was just smashing into the back of people and shit. As soon as there was like a slight hesitation, he was just plowing through shit like we didn't exist. I'm like, motherfucker, go play solo. Alright? Like, goddamn. That's the motherfucker that needs to stay offline because he just doesn't know how to get along. He doesn't know etiquette with playing with real people and shit. He's always played with AI and shit in games. He treats us like AI. I'm like, motherfucker, I got a mind and emotion. Don't piss me off. I was like, I'll kick your ass. Don't make me type that damn admin password in and just kick your motherfucking ass. I was like, I don't want to be that guy, so just get the fuck along. I don't mind being that guy though. Alright. I say I don't want to be that guy. I really don't mind it. Alright. If I gotta put on that admin password and make my server cleaner for some of my drivers, you know that shit's gonna happen with these. We get rid of bad elements. If you ain't being productive toward the drift, you know what I'm saying? Like, we get rid of you quick here. There's only 24 spots, you know what I'm saying? We at 23 or 21 now. You know what I'm saying? We got 3 fucking spots for y'all left. I have to kick people after that are fucking around. So people like the player and shit that are spinning, I kind of got to kick them off if everybody's like, that's the one they need to go. Or people in the pits. The main way that I'll just like clean a server up is I'll restart the server. I'll tell people reset incoming and I'll restart it, and everybody that's AFK just will be off of the server. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the quickest way to do that shit. And I can get my motherfucking DK 350 at those moments, so I love those moments. I'll say right now I got this little gray bitch right here because I'm like 4th car on the server, or 4th 350 on the server. I want my fucking vinyl up on this bitch. That Warrior Scarab. Oh my God, I got pushed into that overtake. Holy shit. I didn't even have a choice in that matter. I didn't have a hand on the handbrake, so I couldn't like adjust how I needed to apply the brakes to not hit homeboy and grab as much angle as him. We just had to take that open lane, you know what I'm saying? Be like this, be like this. Somebody should have told me it would be like this. Let me get that door. Oh, you fast. Uh-oh, too fast for his own good. I was just like, shit. Homeboy burning through here. On that Ricky Bobby shit. He's like, I want to go fast. He's like, does anybody want to go fast? He was up there shaking his head at Cal like, nah, son, this ain't. He was like, we fuck around with that shit. This ain't time for that. Cal was just like, bro, you've been saying that for 20 motherfucking years. You better take your moment. Seize it, Ricky Bobby. Oh man, that was the greatest shit. I love that scene. Motherfucker over there getting a chicken sandwich. I'm just like, bruh. Like, zero fucks. He's like, we're in last place. Give me a break. He's like, what the fuck, doesn't matter, I grab a sandwich. We got 500 laps, motherfucker. He's just like, see, this is why we're the laughing stock in NASCAR. I'm like, because homeboy just be stopping for chicken sandwiches and shit like he in a rest stop, nigga, damn. Like, don't drivers like piss in their suits sometimes? They gotta win on the mind, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit. I was like, that has to be the least thirsty motherfucker I've ever heard reaching it to the NASCAR ranks. Ricky Bobby got up in there and took that bitch to third place. We were just like, ooh, wee. Ain't no way. He wanted to go fast, you know what I'm saying? It's the most legendary fucking Will Ferrell movie, I swear to God. Oh my God, them kids were ridiculous. He was like, I might be 10 years old, but I'll beat your ass. I was like, whoa. They said that to the ground now. I was like, that little fucking war hero motherfucker. I was like, God damn, these little savages. He's like, what's wrong with you kids? Well, motherfucker, I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew. I was like, bro. I think I about died. I was laughing so hard at that part. I was like, Jesus Christ. Those kids were so savage, they about killed me, alright? Like, whoa. Holy shit. I was like, how do you raise two little demons like that? You just got all the money in the world and absolutely no parenting going on. They turned into that. It's like I took Uncle Chip's or Grandpa Chip's war medals to a bridge and chucked the bitches. I was like, what? You see Chip's face during that scene? He's just like, what the fuck? Like, what kind of motherfucking individual does that shit for fun? Like, what did you get out of that? Where was the... You were just so bored, aren't you? He's just so bored. He's like, I just do crazy shit just to see how it feels these days. Like, fuck. I'm grateful that I grew up poor because everything fucking feels good to me. Them motherfuckers, like, they're just like, I'm bored of everything. I'm just like, shit. Like, I love my little fucking stock cars and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? If I had Lambos my entire life, could I have the same love for them? If I had Ferraris and shit, and I mean, as much as they be breaking down and shit, you got the money to pay for the bitch. You got the money to pay for the bitch. I mean, if you ain't tuning it, who the fuck cares what you driving? I was like, yeah, you got a BMW. You just like, you working on that yourself? That's why BMWs are so prestigious. They break down all the motherfucking time, and they are not easy to work on. I think you can make some stupidly good money. You become like a BMW mechanic. Just specialize in that shit. I hate the motherfuckers. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So you won't see me doing that shit. But if you just like meticulous shit like that, them Germans didn't waste space. That's the problem. So if you look at my little Italian cars, you can fit inside that engine bay while you're working on the motherfucker. All right. Granted, that's an exaggeration on all kinds of levels. But motherfucker, there's space to fit your arms wherever the fuck you need it. You don't have to take a piece off to get to another piece and shit on a carbureted engine. That's some other level shit. With them fucking Germans, you gotta take like this cover off, the fucking intake off, this big piece of the header and shit just to get to like a plug. You like, bruh. Or like get to the motherfucking like, oh, what the fuck repair was I trying to do? God damn, I'm like, I need to tell you what repair it was, because it was like getting to a fucking spark plug or some shit. I had to take 2-3 things off. I was like, bruh. In what vehicle can't you just reach down, grab a motherfucking like cable, pull the shit off a spark plug, and get to a spark plug like immediately? I was like, that's why I don't have, I fucking hate these new age vehicles that are all computer driven and shit. That shit where they all took the German approach and not wasted space, got these stupid ass covers all over everything, making it like you don't even want to work on your own car because you're like, I don't even know where to start with this bitch to get to some goddamn spark plugs. That's a shame. You're just like, let me just take it in. I got a warranty on the bitch anyway. I'm like, shit. Alright, they just changed in the whole motherfucking game. Then they crushed all of our old cars. I was just like, are you serious? what kind of shit Cash for Clunkers, when they did that shit, I was fucked up. I was like, I think Obama was responsible for that. I was just like, how you gonna do niggas like that? We love old cars. And the motherfucker just destroyed them all. I was like, was giving people petty cash to destroy some shit that I needed that frame and that shell and them doors and them windshields and shit, them little bits and pieces that were still working. We needed those. And people just went and destroyed the motherfuckers for some government program so that people would buy these new age cars that got tracking devices and shit. They always know where you're at and they know how fast you're going and they can put you on some kind of list and shit if you're some kind of certain mindset because it speed too much and shit like that. I'm like, fuck all of y'all doing that goddamn crazy shit. That's why I drive all my cars 2000 and fucking older. My Camaro's my newest one. I bought a 2000 fucking Camaro. An SS with T-tops, red motherfucking LS1 package, you know what I'm saying? You're just like, oh my God. It's a collector's fucking item. That bitch has 53,000 miles on it. I'm like, she young as hell. For how old she is, she young as hell. She 19. She legal. We can get her sideways. Yeah, I mean, she's kind of out of commission right now because I got her 2 sideways on them thick ass tires. It was always my goal to put some skinnier tires on that fucking car, but I never got around to it. And then I fucking broke some shit. One fateful clutch kick, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, oh shit, and she limped back to the garage, and I was like, whew. At least I got her back without a tow. I was like, goddamn. I'm blessed with that way to figure out what's wrong with my car and know how to drive with it like in that state. It's crazy. Granted, I was lucky that it was like fucking 1 or 2 in the morning and shit, and I was coming back from Taco Bell, so there was like nobody on the street. I love how I would be doing stupid shit like that with that tacos in the car, drinking shit. I was like motherfucking so confident in my smooth with that Camaro. The bitch just had the right amount of horsepower and torque to break them tires loose, and I was like, ooh wee. Except it was wear and tear on it, you know what I'm saying? Them stock parts, everything's stock in that car. It's amazing. Nothing changed on it. I was like, oh my God. I just kind of like got like chills and shit when I found out it was like that. And the interior is so fucking clean too. Yeah, it doesn't have the leather seat. That's the one thing that the package doesn't have that would make it the most expensive package, was the leather interior. That had the fucking SS all embroidered on the fucking seats. We got the fucking cloth interior, but I've never seen an interior that clean. Mine was fucked up, and I had a 98 that was like a V6. I bought it like a long time ago, you know what I'm saying? It was way closer to 98, and motherfucking, I don't even know, man. That shit was just so surprising when I saw it. There was slight bits of paint on the wing on the back, you know what I'm saying? Because it's plastic. That little wing part that's in between the 2 metal joints. That motherfucker, the paint came up on that more than any other part of the car. And then my mother, goddamn, she loves that car. She always wanted a Corvette. So after I got that car, she would drive it more than I would. I have other cars to drive and shit like that, like the Fiats. I love my fucking purple and blue Fiat. That Midnight. She's a little race car right there. Like, I'm surprised I haven't gotten a ticket in that. I feel like people just think it's too sexy to ever fucking like keep me off the street with it. It's just cool to see the motherfucker. Definitely cool to hear the motherfucker. It's a little rally car. Like, I got it with 12-to-1 pistons in the bitch and a full racing exhaust and shit. Dual IDF 40 carburetors on the motherfucker. She brings in a lot of fuel. She burns it right. Oh my God. I love that car. I was just like daydreaming about it right there. Holy shit. I was like, where are you at, Blue? Oh my God, I want a fucking transmission with some straight cut gears. You hear this, bitch? If you're thinking that's the exhaust and shit, hell no. What that is the transmission with some straight cut gears. That whine, that... Like, if you got some bitches going up in the stupid high RPMs, like, you see race cars and shit with straight cut gears, them bitches sound crazy. Like, I don't know how the motherfucker's ears aren't bleeding inside that car. It almost makes my fucking ears bleed through a video, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck? You'll be at like 11 fucking thousand RPMs, you know, or 11... Yeah, 11,000 fucking RPMs, and like that number seemed stupid high for me for a second. I was just like, yep, that's exactly where he at though, you know what I'm saying? I hit fucking like 8.5 in my Fiat, and that's ridiculously high for that car. It starts at 6, you know what I'm saying? Like, I am... My fucking intake cam brings me up pretty goddamn high. A racing cam in that bitch. Oh my God, I love that fucking car. I'm like high thinking about it. And it's open diff. It's not a drift car. I told JJ that I wanted to turn it into a drift car. He's just like, you're not, like I told him that I wanted to make it powerful enough that I wouldn't ever have to worry about breaking the tires loose. And it's already there. Like, he's just like, that's all about throttle control at that point. But the motherfucking, the reality of me welding a diff in that sexy ass classic Italian, you know what I'm saying? There's already, it's one of the cheapest classic cars you could buy, like a classic that was a collector car, I guess, for the Pininfarina reason. Like the same dude that made a lot of the Ferraris, and the engine was made by Lampredi, which is, I think that's how you pronounce his name. He was the dude that made Ferrari's engines before the guy from Alfa Romeo. So the engine in that car is stupid sexy sounding, you know what I'm saying? Like, and the motherfucking, like the body style is stupid sexy because it's Pininfarina, and that motherfucker knew how to make a sexy looking car. I fell in love with them things. I was just like, God damn, look at you. I'm too big for the motherfucker for real, like if I be honest, but I still, that's my favorite car. It's like driving it. I like James May's fucking description of that new Alpine, they call it. I always call them shits an Alpine because of the Alpine fucking sound systems we have here in America. I saw Alpine and I was like, alright, well that's what it is, but apparently it's a French fucking name and it's like pronounced Alpine. That motherfucking rear wheel drive rally car that was winning back in the day, like you get to drive that if you ever played dirt. It's one of the first two cars usually. You can drive a front wheel drive car or an Alpine, like the classic one. At least that was my experience with dirt rally, I think it was. I figure those are the two cars they always start you off with. They seem classic enough. I mean, I have like a lot of the dirts. I'm like, why do I think it comes in multiple games forms like that? But I really remember that shit as Dirt Rally's first car. God damn, I was killing them games too. But they get boring because you're driving by yourself and shit. You're just like, I'm sweating my ass off. And I'm doing this shit myself. Like I told you, the fucking vanity demon that I got in me just doesn't like fucking doing shit alone. I was like, I got my own server and shit because I like to show up. I stream and shit because I'm like, why not fucking let people see it? Like, I ain't embarrassed about anything. Same with paintball. I was just like, people demanded I let them see the shit. That's where it came from in paintball. And then from that point on, I was just like, shit, I might as well. I didn't know it was entertaining to anybody else to just see shit. I figured it was always just my vain ass wanting to show off. I'll think about it from the other side. Who is that that's like flying away from me? 3. Where the fuck is 3 at even on the list? Do you see a 3 on the list? Look at that fucking list of numbers on the side. Where's 3 at? The fuck? Has that always happened like that? Am I only able to see like 20? I think 20 names up there if there's no other numbers missing like between the rest of it. I got 1, 3, 4, 5 like through everything all the way up to 21. I'm missing 2, you know what I'm saying? Why the fuck am I missing like those people on the top before the bottom? I've never noticed that it only chose me 20 names. That might not even be what's happening. Is there some kind of glitch happening? Confusing. Anyways, I've seen this happen a couple of other times. I don't think I've ever really noticed if those numbers were disappearing when we got over 20 though. I'll have to look for that every fucking time now. Like, and will 3 disappear when we hit 22? We went down to 20 and 2 came back, you feel me? We just gained 21 again and it went back to 3. That settles it. Alright, well damn. That's fucking crazy. How did I not notice that for years? How did I not notice that for years, bro, until now? Can't tell me that it wasn't always like this, because I've seen that a while ago, like the numbers disappearing up top, and I was like, what the fuck, where's my 2 and my fucking 3 at and shit? I never thought to look at how many we had down there, and it wasn't going to show me a full list of motherfuckers. I thought they were just somehow hanging in the fucking ether, like they were disconnecting, but they couldn't fully disconnect. They were like, it shows them here, but nobody else is moving for them type shit. I would think some crazy shit. I'd be like, bro, do you need some help? Is the server working for you? Motherfucker, he ain't being shown to me because the fucking list just doesn't show more than 20 names at a time. So much more simple of a fucking explanation. See, now we're missing 3 and it's 22. Alright. I think we get less lag without the fog. I mean, homeboy was right about that shit. I never really noticed it too much myself, but this is a point where we have 20-something people in here, and it seems pretty clean. Like, I mean, I feel like I'm getting 60 frames. It says 60 up in the corner and shit for me. There's a moment of 58 and shit right there. But for the most part, it's clean, where I feel like in that fog, it might actually add quite a bit more. Which is a shame, because I love that shit. It just looks like drift heaven to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we smoke so many tires that that's just all there is around this place now. Oh my God, yeah. That's the thing about me, I don't need too much variety, you know what I'm saying? I can fuck the same bitch for a year and a half and not think anything of it. That's usually how long my relationships last, just because I'll figure out that she ain't really the one for me. We'll figure out that we ain't the ones for each other, you know what I'm saying? Like, if she ain't having interest in cars and she can't respect the fact that I love cars so much, I kind of find my own way out of that situation. I don't know, because cars are going to always mean a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, why I got so many cars and shit like that? Why don't I sell them and shit like that? I'm like, no. What? No. She just want to take away the things that I care about. Cause she all jealous of my cars and shit. I'm just like, come on now, don't be like that. Are we referring to them as women and shit? And women all fickle this shit, so they be like thinking that they gotta compete with my car. I'm just like, you don't want to compete with my car. My car, it's real enemy. Don't put yourself on that battlefield, all right? Just let it be whatever we is. But don't fucking come into contest with my car now. My cars, plural. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Like any of my bitches. Even the bitches that I broke down and shit, I'm just like, hey, you should. She's gonna get fixed in due time. I got other soldiers in the works right now, you know what I'm saying? I haven't driven and shit. The fog does dumpster FPS? Yeah. Is that auto centering shit? Auto centering? What you talking about? That's alright. See, that's a good example right there. I'll take the fog off of this server just so that it's clean for everybody because the numbers get mad high. My fucking Apex Predator server, I'm leaving the fog on, alright? I love that shit. I kind of want my Tando buddy's car, so we got 2 hours left on this motherfucker right here before it's gonna switch to the fog. I'll just do it at the end of the stream. I want my car though. See, if I switch it now, I can get my fucking car now. You know what I'm saying? And we'll get rid of everybody in the pits. All right, I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna do it now. I done convinced myself and shit. I done sold it to myself and shit. Well, everybody tells me I make a great fucking salesman. I'm just like, I know this, all right? Just shh. About 15 is where yours goes now. Yeah. That's when mine starts fucking up around 14, 15. Yeah, weather. Look, the fuck am I supposed to be changing on here? Oh shit, hold up, let me make sure I don't fuck up with cars. Yeah. People like driving in that Verosa and the motherfucking BMW, so I don't want to take them off, but they're the two cars, the only two cars in this whole pack that have like bad fucking models on them. I was gonna bring that Z up in here. It's like a fucking, it's that weird looking Z. You know what I'm saying? It's like, forgot what the fuck it is. Even like a 240. Nah, let me not butcher the bitch's name, because I cannot think of the name right now. This ugly ass. I'm sorry, everyone that loves it. It looks ugly. Then again, the Fox body looked ugly to me at some point, and then I own one now, and I love the bitch. I'm like, for some reason, I love boxy ass cars now. Something about how gangster they are. It's like when you don't drive cars, you look at a Fox body, and you're like, compared to every other Mustang, and then you motherfucking drive cars, and you're like, you fall in love with the box ass motherfucking Mustang. I don't know, maybe because it's a box and it's all cheap, and I can replace it so easily. Maybe it's that comfort that I have with the bitch. And she don't look bad. That boxy ass car has got some sexy shit to it, like a boxy stock car. You know what I'm saying? Like back when NASCAR had that boxy looking stock cars. That's what a Fox body reminds me of. She's sexy. She's sexy. Right? They sexy. I even like it with the headless shit because of the cage. You gotta have a cage in it if it's gonna be headless. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what makes it sexy looking when it doesn't have the head on it. You gotta have something there. For me, it's the skeletal shit. Alright, let me fix this fucking weather though. You know what I'm saying? Remove. Oh my god, I never thought I'd. Oh, fuck no! Can I go back? They removed the wrong one! I was like, bitch, it said, like, I hit the remove on number 2, but then fucking fog just moved over to the left and became, like, I was like, bitch, what? Alright, hold up, no. All right, here's what happened. I hit remove, and then it just went over to the side and probably did a little confirm shit. Because I noticed that I was like, wait, I could just scroll that bitch back over and get back to my one. I was like, bitch, don't make me figure out what the fuck my goddamn, like, base ambient temperature was, my fucking road temperature was, and all them settings I had for the fucking, like, clear shit. Because we love this one right here. I mean, I'll be fucking this up all day. That fog is a challenge, and it's a challenge because I do fuck with the temperature, the fucking road temp, you know what I'm saying, like, all that shit I changed over there for the fog. Oh my god, that had me fucked up right there, though, when it did that shit just out of nowhere. God damn, I was not ready for that. Alright, see, it fucking cleared it the right way this time, or fucking erased it the right way. God damn, when I saw that shit, like the one disappear, I was like, oh, you bitch! What mods does the server use? Motherfucking, we got Drift Playground and the Tando Buddy card pack. If you need Tando Buddies, I was like, here's a link to it right here. This is a little hard to find otherwise. Yeah, I think that's the one. Let me make sure real quick. FYF is always what I'm thinking is the right one. I'm sure. Yeah. All right, that's right. Solidified. One more layer of that. Yep. Yeah. No problem, bro. Then Drift Playground. You can just type that shit into Google. You'll find like plenty of links to that shit. They don't hide it. But yeah, them Tando Buddy cars. You gotta like find a Facebook page, and then it doesn't even like just give you a link in the download section of that Facebook page, unless it does. And because I won't sign it, Facebook done fucking like close my account because someone tried to steal it or some shit, and it's trying to get me to motherfucking like notice people from my friends list by their pictures. And I was like, motherfucker, half the people on my friends list wore masks as I met them. You know what I'm saying? It was paintball. It was like a professional fucking like goddamn Facebook page. And I was like, how do you kick me out of my shit? And then I gotta know who the fuck these people are. That I haven't really seen these people's faces too often. So hitting them at different angles and shit, these pictures where they put faces on and shit. Motherfucker, I didn't recognize any of them. There's like hundreds of people on that motherfucker. Like, Jesus. Anyways, that's one of the fucking problems with Tando Buddies. It is not easy to find their cars. But everybody's driving with these bitches right now. Anyway, maybe they put a fucking like Google Drive up that's actually getting hits on that shit now. That would be great if there's another fucking like link to it other than that Facebook page, because good God. There's not a download section. What you have to do is scroll down until you see someone mention the car pack on the page. That's what I had to do. It was like 30 fucking posts down and some shit. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but motherfucker, it was down there a bit. It was fucking ridiculous. Anyways, let me motherfucking export this shit. Let me save it first. Export and motherfucking put this on the server. Alright, I'm pretty sure 9 is where I put Tandemland. I've changed Apex Predators a ton lately, and I've been fucking with that 10 folder. Hey, welcome to the stream, yo. Is that Lopoland? Lopoland. Lopo. Yo, Poland? Low Poland? I was like, am I fucking putting the like emphasis on the wrong shit here? Oh my god. Something just fucking dropped down and bit my ass out of nowhere, you little bitch. Right up on the little like joint right in between my arm, you know what I'm saying? Like that little crease. Something like, I'm gonna bite that. Be fucking like feeling that all day. I mean, you little fucker. so small to get such an effect on my day, just psychologically. It's just there, right there, lingering. You little bitch.
racks on the floor. Oh, I got a Glock in my dress. Cancel the show, lost 100K. Made that shit back in like half a day. Just got out of jail, got another case. Jack a nigga's car in his like goddamn. 2 Lamborghini.
All right, here we go.
Gucci, bitch, I'm burnt and I'm froze. I'm burnt, yeah. Butterfly dose. Space coupe look like a UFO. Whoa. Smoking on dope. Damn. They call me out, cause my eye real low. Pulling up foes. Whoa. Baby mama whip a pot on the stove. Whip it, ain't no joke. No, you the type nigga go cry to a hoe.
Oh, damn. It's all savage. CFG. Alright, hold on.
Bitch, miss me with that nonsense. You broke got nonsense. I bought her like Dennis Ramen. No lying. I just fucked that bitch and then I nutted on her island. I smoke so much dope, my bitch be calling me a pothead. Gucci on my feet now. She wanted me now. Took my pants off, now it's time for her to eat now. She gobbled on my dick and then I told her she should leave now. Had to kick that little slutty bitch up out my treehouse. I came in this bitch with my gun out. If he wants some smoke, then we gon' run down that boy done out. Put a silencer up on my gun, I said, 100 round clip, I let it hit till it ain't no rounds. Come at the scene, that nigga, and you knew that $80,000 worth of jewelry on my crew neck. Yo, bitch, she be giving up, that's how she gave my crew neck. My bitch booty jiggle when she walk, it really do that. Bitch, miss me with that nonsense. You broke got nonsense. I bought her like Dennis Ramen, no lying. I just fucked that bitch and then I nutted on her island. I smoke so much dope, my bitch be calling me a pothead. Yo, Gucci on my feet now. She wanted me now. Took my pants off, now it's time for her to eat now. She gobbled on my dick and then I told her she should leave now. Had to kick that little slutty bitch up out my treehouse.
Jesus. Alright, let me see where this folder's at. Desktop. Hey, I knew it. Those are my main bitches, you know what I'm saying? Been a while since I've had to fuck with these. But I don't know where to find them. I gotta make this plural now because I actually have support for the server through the stream, so it's the ones paying the bill. I'm sure we all agree we want the same fucking tires apart here. Especially those that are willing to support my ass. They know the flow. Alright, let's move all this over though. Delete you. Alright, hold up. We gotta refresh this because this ain't gonna be the right one. Bow. As modified today. Bring you over. Bring you over. Let's get these doors though. Alright. I got the website still up. Yeah, log in. What's up? What's up? Oh my god, I only got one server right now. What's happening? Oh, I didn't pay the bill for the other one. I forgot I don't have it on repeating shit. I actually got to check my email and then pay the invoices now. I don't know why they don't have it on just like automatic. I think it was on the 11th. And then this one is tomorrow, the 17th. So I better go and take care of those before they get shut down. Good gracious. I was like, what the fuck? I got one server up here. The hell? I didn't one paying attention to the other one. It's funny that this is when I noticed that I gotta pay for them, but I gotta go and do shit like this. Like in the last 3 months, this is the one I noticed that they were fucked up. I was like, oh. I keep forgetting about these things, like this payment on the fucking 11th and the 17th. Just is so minuscule. Oh shit, reset incoming.
Okay, pull my heart to the side, and my feel, let's ride. Big Mac to the side, if she call, I'm gon' slide. Down my baby, boy, you crazy. She might get a new Mercedes. She said she want me, ooh wee. Okay, let's try, let's do this. I can tears I cry. Anytime I swear I die. I'm trying, but it's still not right. The only time I want her tonight. I'm not scared of the dark. I ain't never scared, I ain't never scared. I'm not running. No, I'm not afraid of the fall. Yeah. I'm not scared, not at all. I ain't never scared, I ain't never scared. Why would a star ever be afraid of the dark? Yeah. I'm not scared.
Oh, they going good, bro. Thanks for stopping by. We're gonna get it back popping in here in a second. Just reset the server because I had enough people convince me that that fog was causing too much lag for people when we get up into the 20s. Like I noticed that I wasn't getting any lag on this one with 22 cars and shit up in here at a time. So what the fuck? Render stats. How'd I bring that up? Alright. This will get rid of all the AFKs too, so it'll be nice in here.
Roses are red, violets are blue. My heart is dead, I'm such a fool. Why did I fall for you? I gave it all for you. Roses are red, violets are blue. My heart is dead, I'm such a fool. Why did I fall for you? I gave it all for you. Feeling lost, don't know what to do, but I just got some head in the back of my core. Still feeling dead when I think about you. I can't do a damn thing when I'm without you. I'ma take a trip to the past, off the shrooms, off the acid. Then I'll fuck a bad bitch. Call me young sad.
Ooh, Jesus Christ. Tap the fuck out of that microphone, my thumb. That probably was a bit of ear rape, my bad.
No father having, I'm a bastard. At least I'm a rich one. You need a real nigga, you should go get one. So many hoes in my face, I could pick one. Make up pop it like a zit, huh? Roses are red, violets are blue. My heart is dead, I'm such a fool. Why did I fall for you? I gave it all for you. Roses are red, violets are blue. My heart is dead, I'm such a fool. Why did I fall for you? I gave it all for you.
Say you want the love and I
Oh my goodness.
you. But every look you give, it's like I'm see-through.
Let's get that camera back on, yeah?
Want me like I need you. And I need you.
The explicitness is gone.
Say you want the love and I believe you. But
What's
every
up?
look you give, it's like I'm see-through. Show me that you want me like I need you. And I need you. Roses are red, violets are blue. My heart is dead.
I'm such a fool. Why did I fall for
Yeah, that's why a lot of people that have been through the other car packs, like people that fell in love with SDC, it's hard for them to drive these cars because we had a challenge in those cars while we were learning, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's when most people learned the game was SDC cars. And then, well, like, you had a good drift pack, that's what was on all these drift playground servers. Like, every fucking one that you ran into was SDC. that DTP came out, and that took over the Mega Tamada. Like when Mega Tamada came out, that was the perfect car for that in some sense. Has enough power. They can actually burn like champion tires, those fucking competition, I think they're called, not championship tires. I think they're just called competition tires. But yeah, the C's that you be seeing on here. Those cars can actually burn those in like third, fourth gear and shit, so they got enough horsepower and torque to do that. If you got the gearing right. I mean, they do have adjustable gears in those cars, so there's a lot of variety. These cars are stupid easy to drive because they have so much steering lock with such low horsepower. You know what I'm saying? Low horsepower cars usually take a lot of skill because they usually don't have a lot of steering lock. So it's real easy to, like, right there, you would be past your steering lock easy with a stock car. You know what I'm saying? Like, doing that is way too much. Here's what stock steering would look like. Like, they don't even know what to do behind me. He's just like, what are you doing? That was me driving like I had stock fucking angle, you know what I'm saying? Like, trying to keep it within 45 max. You know what I'm saying? 40 is where you're getting on most stock cars. Like, 38 is my fucking Fox body. That shit is crazy. Like, cutting my knuckles only gave me like 45 tops. And I was cutting 2 centimeters out of that bitch. Like, it's fucking crazy. Like, I don't think it touches 50. I could ask people, like, have they actually measured what the lock is side to side that have done the same 2 centimeter cut. Like, when you get down there and you cut the knuckles of a Fox body, that's all you can get out of there with keeping the stability and the strength in that knuckle. Like, where when you stick weld it, it's gonna stay, you know what I'm saying? Oh shit, oh good, that was probably my fault, whatever I did. Hey G, homie. I'm over here reading chat and shit. Yep. But these are real easy to learn on. I'd say if you're gonna learn on a car, you might as well drive these, because if you could, you would have a fucking stupid nasty angle. I can actually buy a damn near like Wise Fab type kit, a 60-degree kit for my Fox body. Now they make them. Like, I think it's Pony Drift. They're the ones that make Mustang drift shit and Fox body drift shit. That is like for a Fox body is the one that they focus on. It's because the car has, the 5.0 has 325 torque out the gate, 220 horsepower, like 225, you know what I'm saying? But it's about how much torque it has. So it has these skinny ass tires on it, these 205s, I think. Yeah, 205s on my bitch. The smallest tires you can get in here. And that motherfucker just loves to spin his boot. I'm like, God damn, this is just a burnout drifting car. Like, it was meant to just burn tires. You can't, if you're on a hill like that much of an incline, it is a fucking challenge not to break the tires loose. Like, to not get a chirp out the bitch, you know what I'm saying, as you're going up an incline. It is, you're just like, like, you gotta ease into the bitch like nothing you've ever eased before, you know what I'm saying? You fucking eased into girls' asses with more fucking speed than you'll goddamn ease into that throttle, trying to not break them tires. But yeah, them cars are perfect drift cars. That's why Von Gitten's just like, it's like the motherfucking secret car, or a hidden gem of the drift world, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, for grassroots, I suggest everybody go out and buy a Fox body. They are stupidly dirt cheap, because you have to understand how many of them were made. It's because there's just so fucking many of them. And I guarantee you, there's so many of them that you will find a nice one for sale every fucking time you look for it. It's crazy. I'm like, if you need a part for a fucking Fox body, you'll fucking find it that weekend. It's crazy. Every fucking shop, Pep Boys and shit, carries all this shit you need for it on sight and shit. It's one of the most popular Mustangs. You know what I'm saying? Like most sold Mustangs. One of the ugliest in most people's eyes, but I love them. Like I said, I love that boxy fucking old school NASCAR body looking shit. I'm like, especially when you get the fucking body kit that's a wide body kit for them shits and it sits all alone, like, oh my god, that looks dastardly evil with it. I wanted to put that bitch on it, but they're too expensive. It's $2,000 for that kit, and I'm like, I will break that. I will break that. And you can't just buy a bumper, you know what I'm saying? They only make the bitch in a full kit. Like, then I just gonna sell you a bumper for $300, $400, like $500. It would be $500. Fuck, if they're gonna sit there and balance out everything evenly. I'm like, that's a $2,000 kit. It's hard to think I'll be paying more than $100 for a fucking bumper, bro. I'm like, holy fuck. Like, I just keep my OEM shit, you know what I'm saying? I buy the cheapest shit. Go and get it from a goddamn, like, scrap yard with a fucking car. It still has this bumper on it, you know what I'm saying? You're just like, oh, that's all I need. Let me unpin that bitch. What's up, TSA? Is that Hemi? Yeah. All my TSA and Ninja boys, they be up in here. All drift clans. Drift teams. What would we call it when we all digital with it? You know what I'm saying? Always call everything on a computer or on this shit like a clan. A clan tag. Like it was always a team in real life, you know what I'm saying? Everything's a team in real life. We don't say shit like a clan. Clan has too much of a negative fucking term to be saying it when you're face to face with motherfuckers. I think that's what it is. We can't look each other in the eyes and motherfucking remind each other of the word clan because it's just been used improperly in America. With a K and everything. I'm like, niggas ain't even motherfucking spelling it the same way we get to do. It's the team. Like, it's my paintball team, you know what I'm saying? But online, they would call it a clan tag, and we're just like, what the fuck? The only game we get to play online paintball with is Greg Hastings 2. Or, I mean, that new Greg Hastings game, I mean, they got the phone shit, and I think everything got kind of set back because he wants his game to be esports ready, and everybody's just like, if that's your approach, you need to motherfucking make sure this bitch is clean. That's the biggest critique is if you're gonna have the iciest motherfuckers in gaming playing your game, it's gotta be the cleanest fucking combat you can make it. That's why Call of Duty is just so simple. It's so simple because they need it to be clean. Just simple and clean so that pros can't complain about the way an animation works or some shit. The way this happens, the way that happens, this takes too much time, it's unnatural and shit. If they can't get comfortable with it, like, you done fucked up making your game. That's basically what all this shit is about. I wanted to get involved in that. It's almost like I still have time to go get back into paintball and get involved in the making of Greg Hastings 3 and then get myself in the game. There's so many Virginia Beach ballers that I know, that I ball with all the time, that are low division players. Like, when I was in D5 and D4, they were playing with me and shit. Motherfuckers that made it into the goddamn Greg Hastings video game because he's an East Coast player. He knows all of us. Like, he started multiple points for me and shit. He came to, like, our field to put on an event, and then for, like, multiple weekends, I was up there promoting the shit. Like, goddamn, it was good times. But you just meet some legendary players when you a favorite of your field owner, and your field is one of the favorites in an area. Like, if you live in Virginia Beach, or Virginia area, and you play paintball, you've went to Fox Brothers, and you know that that's the fucking Woods Ball field around here. Nobody else competes with us when it comes to that. We built the one out there at CSP, and that shit don't even compare. Like, SSK had to go out there. We were hired to build their field. They had speedball, though. They had the fucking turf field laid down, so that's where we played all of our speedball. That's how we got hired in the first place. We became their team. I was like, I did not have to build that field, though. I was that player that I was just like, motherfucker, I bring you enough goddamn attention by making videos and shit. I'm not about to get out here and you demand that I work some weekends. I'm out here to shoot motherfuckers and shit. I'm out here to get my adrenaline fix and my exercise. You ain't taking that from me. For shit. And yeah, I hated being on like a team that prestigious for so many goddamn reasons because like my brothers quit because it seemed like work. I was like, I always asked, like, why did they stop? And they couldn't give me a legit answer because they just like, I don't know, just wasn't feeling it. It was because the shit felt like work. My mother said that shit to me. Like, she was a manager for us. Like, we all went and played one day with a group on. That's how we got into paintball. It was crazy. After that, like, I don't know, that made my family closer and shit, so that was pretty cool. Spent more time together and shit. But, yeah. That shit was crazy. Like, it pretty much drove them away. We were all great at the sport. Like, we were just natural. Like, we have archery in our blood and shit, and that's all paintball is advanced ass archery, bro. Oh my god. Play the bounce. That shit was fucking crazy when it worked out so goddamn well. I was just like, I couldn't ask for a better fucking bounce. Shit. Usually we stopped on a rail or some shit after exchange like that. I was like, fuck, we drifting again. 2 moments later. Oh god, what's happening here? We got him. Ooh. Ooh. Window. Where you at? Oh, look at the train. We leading the train? Oh no! You nervous? Why are you so nervous? Anybody watch Workaholics? Still lagging? Oh, you're gonna lag. We got 20 motherfuckers in here, you know what I'm saying? Jesus! I thought we were gonna bounce off that rail and do that one shit. Woo! Like it's kid. Ooh, he going up on that door. All right, let's close the gap. Let's make it look tight. Holy shit, that just turned into all kinds. That bitch just transformed. I was like a fucking transformer would happen. We were like linked up, and then all of a sudden we were like, I was like, what's that grinding metal sound that Michael Bay got going on every 2 seconds in that movie? I need that motherfucking sound clip. There's some people that got some funny ass streams and shit. Burt Black has this thing where people can like play sound clips somehow. I would put them bitches on there for like 1 cent if you gotta pay. Or like if I would put the bitches on there for free, except motherfuckers would be abusing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking a penny to make a dope ass motherfucking sound on stream ain't bad. People like fucking throwing pennies worth of bits up there for all kinds of reasons. I'll just like play a sound clip with it. That would just be motherfucking hilarious. And just have a bank of them that motherfuckers can choose from. All the crazy ass funny shit that I like to hear at random moments. I was like, I gotta shout out Burt Black for that, because I was like, goddamn, my brother watches those types of streams, and when I watch them with him, I'm just like, damn. That is some shit that I would enjoy myself if I get to hear it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if that's just played to y'all or if he actually hears it himself. Us, I should say, when I'm watching this shit. I said, y'all is in if I was playing the noises, you know what I'm saying? But there's so many goddamn clips out there, just random like 10-second audio clips of shit. I love how wild this drift is right now. Well, that BMW is very tricky to drive, you know what I'm saying? In a sense, like, it hits shit and puts people on their nerves and shit all the time. They're like, I swear I wouldn't have hit that. But especially if you're in VR and you're driving that BMW, it fucks with you. Because you'll look at the car, and then you'll know where the fuck the booty is in your mind. But the bitch will be fucking scraping a wall way before that, and you'll be driving crazy as hell because of it. Like, it's putting you off your game, and I've seen it so many times. Like, you in VR or fucking first person? He's just like, yeah. I'm like, damn, son. I used to ask like a year ago. That was like, just like a thing that I noticed back then, and I would just ask all the time. Why you suck at drifting is his name, and he's in here complaining about niggas drifting. I'm like, I feel like he's trolling. I'm like, motherfucker, is this a troll? Is this a troll right here? Because what he's saying is just fucking hilarious, to be honest, alright? This timing, look at his timing, alright? He's trying to fucking space it out for you and shit in a hilarious ass way. This is a troll, 100%. You just gotta have a troll door, you know what I'm saying? Where you just sense this shit, you just gotta smile about it, you know what I'm saying? Put on one of them Grinch, wide-ass, creepy-looking smiles, because you just figured out that he's fucking with you. This is where he gets his high. He's just like, let me fuck with somebody because of they drifting. He ain't no goddamn Alexi or fucking, I wouldn't even like name any of the motherfucking American judges. I've had so many quarrels with the shit that they've said. I'm like, this is all politics. I would do my politics better though. My competition's gonna be in a way that it doesn't fucking matter what the fuck the politics are. All the companies are gonna look good. And they all want that. That's all they fucking want. They want their money to be in the green. One doesn't want to be in the red because they had a bad fucking drift season. They don't like competition like that. Companies want shit to be a steady, gross, like think of a fucking stock market. You want goddamn shit that's gonna be, they don't like gambling. They don't get high off of that shit. They are fucking sweating and losing hair and turning gray and shit when they got millions and shit dropping because they team didn't have a shine that they thought they would have. They produced some crazy ass car this year that cost them straight $1 million out the goddamn bank, like in research and development and shit. How many people they had to pay into the development of this goddamn car, tuning it, making it appear in all these damn shows and shit, making shit like the involvement of them cars is expensive as all fucking hell. And if they don't recoup their money, it's kind of like a giant fucking loss, and that shit kills drifting. They won't invest in it as much next year when they went in the fucking red the whole season. So if you make it so that drifting is now about cooperation, motherfucker, yeah, everybody's just like, oh shit, we're killing competition. Drifting was never meant to be a competition. Am I out here trying to race you? You know what I'm saying? Are we in Japan where it was a race? You know what I'm saying? That was where drifting did come from, yes. Drifting now is tandems. You know what I'm saying? It's evolved into the shit where we're just doing sexy shit with it. You know what I'm saying? We're so masterful with drifting at this point that it's not about just using it to get a corner around a corner fast. You know what I'm saying? Like I could go like this and nose in on the corner where your ass has to dip wide. I'm cutting so much of the track out. This is the theory of drifting. You know what I'm saying? I'm making the track so small by cutting every inch possible out of it that you can't do if you grip race. You can't possibly do what I do. It's impossible to fucking hit a corner like a drift car. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're racing. Look, I just left the whole fucking train behind. They can't possibly keep up. I'm driving as fast as possible, cutting all the track out. You know what I'm saying? They got to follow this line. They want to catch me. That's the reality of that. But I understand we are at the point now where that's not drifting. Here is drifting. You know what I'm saying? We want to fuck on a door. You know what I'm saying? It's like sex out here. It's kind of fucking like, you gotta be like, no homo, I'm about to fuck on your door, alright? That's why I'm like the female cars. If anything, it's some lesbian shit happening out here. These sexy ass cars are what's getting all nasty with each other. We just the ones promoting them to do it. Like, they listen to us at a fucking women shit. We just input some shit and she's just like, I got that for you. That's why men always refer to their fucking cars as women. It's just some shit. Except the fucking girl said to me one day that a manual car has a stick, so it has a dick, and I was like, bitch, don't fuck up cars for me. Like, I was like, don't you dare! Like, I was like, hey, what I gotta do there? I got a fucking e-brake, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit. I was like, I don't refer to my shits like that, girl. That's what happens when you meet girls that have cars. They be calling them guys and shit like Bruno and shit. I'm like, bitch, what? That's a fucking Felicia, alright? She gonna give you all kinds of problems. And you gonna say bye to that bitch one day and you'll be glad that you named her as Felicia. You gonna die laughing when you gotta get rid of that car. You just gotta set yourself up for that kind of shit. When you do buy a beater like that, like, I'm gonna fucking beat the shit out of this and then it's gonna be gone. Be like, bye, Felicia. She get too many problems. You need something like that when you gotta let a car go. Otherwise, the shit's just kind of depressing. All right, it leads you to a drink real quick. Speaking of which, let me K this one. I like this shit though, you know what I'm saying? I'm Irish and German and all kinds of shit that loves fucking alcohol. Basically every fucking bit of my I could be like a goddamn professional alcohol drinker somehow. I don't know where the fuck that line of work is. Maybe like a fucking alcohol tester or some shit. I could get away with that. I'd be like Tally, you know what I'm saying, in that one South Park episode where he's just like, that's some good shit. I'd be like some fucking whiskey aficionado and just motherfucking go take shots all day. Or go drink a beer and be like, yeah, I'd fucking slam that all day, you know what I'm saying? I could give people that shit. I could be the beer meister. Oh my God. I'd be the guy that telling people what's slammable. I got a pretty fucking strong stomach, but I've got a stomach that I can relate to other motherfuckers in a party, you know what I'm saying? Whether we would all be drinking the same shit, what variety of motherfuckers can handle how much of this shit at a whole bunch of different drinks, you know what I'm saying? I got that weird ass life experience. That's a weird job I could do. I just think of weird shit like that all the time, so you're gonna have to forgive me. I am just like, things that I would have fun doing, you know what I'm saying? I love thinking about that shit. Especially the shit that be bringing me in some green. Oh my God, because I got enough hobbies that are so fucking expensive. I should have some that bring in a little bit of greenery. Should be doing it for the greenery, but you know what I'm saying? If it's fun enough and it brings in the green, that's just a win-win, you know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with a win-win. You'll never have a problem with a win-win. Unless you get a little crazy, you're just bored of it again. Like what we were talking about earlier, that if you could have anything you want, you would get bored of it real fucking quick. This motherfucker said in a couple of nights, if you had all the pleasure that you wanted, you would start fucking putting something that you couldn't control into the situation. I was like, oh shit. Motherfucker put the real shit on me. I was just like, after a couple of nights, huh? If I had everything I wanted, I could just have like an orgy with like fucking Rick said in that one shit where he wanted a fucking football stadium full of redheads, and for some reason every nigga that looked like his dad in the stands yelling, like cheering him on or some shit. I was just like, Jesus Christ, you got problems, Rick. I mean, you had genius, you're gonna have problems like that. But I was like, I don't even know my pops, and I don't think that's anything that I would ever think of. I was like, good God, that's just, Rick got problems. I love how they represent that character. Oh my God. Turn yourself into a fucking pickle to get out of a fucking family therapy meeting, alright? They gotta lie about it and shit when you get called out by Morty. You're like, Morty, I done taught you. See, I feel like anybody, I'm gonna fuck this up for everybody, you know what I'm saying? Morty is Rick, you know what I'm saying? Rick has gone back in time on every single motherfucking timeline because he knows how to do that shit. And he knows that he's got to raise himself because no one could do a fucking better job than that. And he himself had himself pop up one day and teach him everything. They give you subtle hints of Rick is fucking Morty through saying that Rick used to wear blue pants and shit. Notice Morty has blue pants. They said tall Rick was, or no, they said stupid Rick or dumb Rick was tall Morty. That shit. The fact that they consider him the same thing, even though you're just, because they're together and this shit, it's not that. It's deeper than that. These motherfuckers are too smart not to fucking give you these subtle hints. And you're like, if you think that deep, if you were capable of this shit, you would go back and make sure you had the best knowledge possible. You could have been the dumbest motherfucker in the world. Like the fact that if you could think that shit into a manifestation, if we did have time travel, you would convince yourself to go back right now through being that person at this moment right now that wants that. That's the crazy fucking thought about Rick and Morty that I'm just like, they underline that shit like they're gonna hit us 10 seasons later when he gets his Szechuan sauce with the key of life. And I'm like, I bet that's time travel in itself. You convince yourself to come back to you. You're like, I'm ready for you to come back. I'm wise enough for that shit. And then you will convince yourself that's the date I wanted to come back to. That's what you gotta, oh my God, I'm saying some deep shit to y'all. I done got the fuzz again. Remember the other day? There's nanobots and everything. I'm gonna just spill the fucking beans that it happened twice in a fucking row. And they can goddamn phase how your goddamn neurons are firing in your brain. Like, it literally fucks with the way that you are thinking and shit. You won't have ties to certain memory webs. They try to control how you're thinking now. And what is it, Futurama joked about them being able to put commercials in your brain. How do you think they'd be able to do that shit with these? Knowing how to fire those neurons and shit to create those images. Just the same way that we write information on a fucking CD. Oh man, see I said too much and now I'm getting real lightheaded. Like just forgive me for that shit. I got 8 people in here, alright? It don't fucking matter. Alright, all of us aren't gonna change the world. Nobody's gonna listen to my ass. Just let me sow a little doubt in y'all's minds. I know y'all probably just take off with this shit anyways, but let me get my brain back into 100% right now because they fucking with me. I've definitely fucking ingested enough goddamn nanobots these days to have some kind of restrictors on my thought process ability, shit reading what I'm thinking all the time and sending it to some mega server so they can monitor who's who and what you're doing. They know exactly who you are. They can recreate you. They know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of shit. They can just recreate you out of nanobots. That's the crazy shit. It would be 100% nanobots. Some of them are meant to create a dermis layer. Some of them meant to create hair follicles and shit. Some of them to be your fucking eyes. Alright? The whole brain tissue, they'll just 100% make the bitch copy itself. And you'll be like the goddamn Terminator out here. Alright? Like, what is that one shit? They joked about it in the show. It was like some cartoon. And I was like, when I saw it, I was like, oh, fuck. They putting this shit in little kids' brains and shit. This is shit that you only really know when you fucking really obsess about what Masons are doing with they shit. Kind of when you have Masons in your family and you just kind of obsess about where your family would have been. You need an obsession with it. Some kind of fucking obsession to find this information because it's hidden. They don't like this shit being out there for everybody to read, so it gets fucking locked away as soon as it pops up. But there's 8 billion of us, and a lot of us know this. And they're like, let me fucking be a martyr and telling you, I ain't ever gonna motherfucking write this shit. They have to find my audio file somehow, which they're finding right now. They're saying, nigga, we already know how to do that, and we're doing it right now. They got my speech to text that's already going in the file and shit for them to read and shit, like with light speed. I'm like, goddamn. They got a fucking Alexa out there listening to everybody in their house these days, like you're just agreeing to it. That's the craziest shit. Notice that bitch won't answer certain questions and people be freaking out about that. I'm just like, oh my god, what did you expect? Alright, that came from the CIA. What the fuck did you expect it to do? Alright, other than monitor you. Alright, it's a cool little AI feature that's got limited responses. Man, I got a goddamn program that lets my ships and Star Citizen talk to me. Alright, I could be like, yo Astra, that bitch is like, yes commander. I'm like, alright, thank you for sounding so sexy about it. I know she on 1,000 different ships, but goddamn that bitch does a good job at motherfucking making you just feel respected. It's AI for you. And all it is a simple program that has, I input something, it exports, like it just sends you information in a bank. You gotta input, it's analog. They say we're analog creatures, you know what I'm saying? We have all this shit happen to us, and that's how you become this diverse. And you do all this, that's why racist kids are trained to be racist by their parents and shit. That's how Sigmund Freud didn't have to tell us that shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm an admin. What do I gotta do? Do I gotta kick somebody because I'll suck? Yeah. I am the admin, you know what I'm saying? If there ain't nobody else that can do anything to the server, so. Kick that player named Guy. Okay. Shit, see, we gotta regulate. Hold on. Let me, to do this, I have to fucking hide the password for a quick second. We're gonna be right back. Or else everybody just gonna be fucking murking people off the server as soon as shit go down. We can't have anarchy like that out here. This is the one place we got to drive. You know what I'm saying? 10,000 servers, I just give y'all the vote. Fuck it, to just massacre anybody. But sometimes people get a little too hot, a little too quick. Just like, let the motherfucker learn, you know what I'm saying? He on the right tires. Alright, he tried, he struggle busting. Tell him some shit, you know what I'm saying? Be like, bro, you lock your diff up? Locking your diff might give you some more consistency. Like, say some shit like that before you just motherfucking boot a nigga. Anyways, here we go. He's getting a complaint from everybody, so we got somebody named fucking Guy. Guy. I don't see it. I don't see Guy. Gaia? Oh, well, he's in the BMW. If so, player in the boot, showing erratic. I gotta figure out which one they talking about because it said Guy, and I'm like, all right, let me just put the password in real quick. Man. All right, let me get y'all back in here. There we go. Name is Player in the BMW. There he is. Shit. It's gonna kick all the people named Player, isn't it? Let's see what happens if we try to just vote him out. If enough people want him out. I mean, he is. I mean, look at this right here. Good God. He spun it off the road. Just stay off the road until somebody passes. Alright, we gotta... Alright, well, sorry to the other players out there. I know y'all are new and you're probably just like, why am I getting kicked out? But oh, damn it. See, I kicked one of the players out, but not the right one. Ooh. Got my big ass fingers. God damn. They need to understand the reason their name is Player is because they haven't chosen a fucking name on Assetto.
I drink till I'm drunk, smoke till I'm high, castle on the hill, wake up in the sky, you can't tell me.
Alright, here's what I gotta do. I'm gonna restart the server, but I'm gonna go and make the shit so that we can kick people with less of a vote. We need 80% to get a kick, and we got 20 people in here. There's no way there's 80% of us that even see this nigga's like kick vote shit, because if you're in VR, you don't see this shit. I need like 20%. Now, people, please don't fucking abuse this, alright? Like, if there's some people in there trying to learn and shit, don't just be kicking them. Like, give them that advice if they look like they're on the right tires and they just nicking some rails and shit, and you just tell them about locking the diff and shit like that. That'll help them. That consistency means a lot when you're learning. Yeah, when you get a real fucking sensitive touch to cars and you could do dynamic drifting with the back of your motherfucking hands and shit. Like, yeah, that shit won't feel like anything to you to drive with the open fucking diff, you know what I'm saying? You'll spin those fucking tires and be able to drift a bitch. You'll understand the physics of drifting so well, you'll know what to do in that situation. They are trying to get the grip, like a grip. They're trying to grab hold of the theory of fucking drifting right now. You got to give them every fucking trick in the book to help solidify that bitch. Like, yeah, we can work with pure fucking water and juggle that bitch somehow in some magical air-bending, water-bending ass way, but motherfucking, they are just starting out and they need a foundation. That shit helps them like no other. But yeah, if there's somebody ramming people and shit, yeah, we need to kick those motherfuckers, and this will definitely help with that. I love how I got all this shit open still. This is just an easy. Delete.
Drink till I'm drunk, smoke till I'm high, castle on the hill, wake up in the sky, you can't tell me I ain't fly. I know I'm super fly, I know I'm super fly, the ladies love luxury, that's why they all fuck with me. The moves, like I am done smooth, you can't tell me I ain't fly.
Alright, we got this shit. I wish the fucking rack service let me ban motherfuckers, but the /ban and then player name doesn't work, which that's supposed to, when I kick you, it's supposed to wait until the next session. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, let me make sure I got that shit on. Kick player, hold up, blacklist. Until restart, Jesus Christ, it just said kick player. My bad, my fucking bad. That's my fucking bad. Oh my god. Well, good thing I'm not doing that in this case, because that all those other players we don't want to kick. I'm just gonna motherfucking reset the server and we'll be able to kick the one we want by clicking on his name in the fucking list, and only 20% of us need to fucking say it. There's 3 or 4 of us that want him gone, so motherfucker, we got them numbers. Fuck, should I put it at like 15 or 10? I mean, we get like 20 people up in here, and like I said, most people drive in VR. What are y'all thinking? You know what I'm saying? Like, let me get all y'all's touch on what the numbers should be right there, because multiple minds, motherfucking hitting some shit is always gonna get a better taste for it. Jesus Christ. At least I said mine. So, I was like, that sounded a little fucked up the way that I said that shit. I was like, was I talking about a woman? I was like, hold up. Jesus Christ. What, I gotta check my own subconscious shit. Nobody got an opinion on what the number should be percentage-wise? Like, you in here with a friend and you dealt with a situation where you just like, the 2 of us needed to kick somebody and there was 20 motherfuckers, yet nobody else was driving with this one person, so they didn't have an opinion. That kind of shit. That's why I'm thinking less than 20. 10. 10%, alright. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's kicking till restart, though. Let me do 20. Let me do 20. They gotta be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, multiple people gotta walk this motherfucking guard and go looking for the shit. I'm about to say 25 in that bitch for that exact reason. Because I'm gonna have people call. Like, this is what happened the last time I said kick it till restart. People would hit my fucking. Oh, shit. Am I on the road? No, shit. I'm in the pits. The nigga that I want to kick right now is just sitting in the fucking road right now. See, I got the urgency of wanting to get out of that spot. That's right in the fucking, like, clipping point. Not everybody puts their booty up against that rail like I do. This is like one of the tastiest corners to hit your nose on. Anyways, we back in here. Like, I feel like I'm gonna have people looking for me trying to get back onto my server. You have to understand this is the one server you can drive on if you get in America and you want these cars and this track and people to drive with that got skill. Like, you're here. Like, that's the crazy shit about putting a percentage on here. Alright, 20% at least means that it's going to be more than just one person kicking you out. Oh, fuck, man. But I'm sitting here like, I don't know why I'm so indecisive about this, but I know I'm going to deal with so many fucking complaints, and I take the time out of my day to go in and, like, reset the server so they can get in and shit when somebody comes and pleads to me. They're like, I was AFK and someone knocked me back onto the track and they booted me to get me off the track. And I'm like, damn, you got kicked until a restart for that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to deal with that a lot when the vote is so goddamn low. Most people can avoid a car that's like that. Like, it was, you can tell that the motherfucker wasn't there and someone hit his ass and put him out onto the track. Because some of us will just take the time to hit his ass off the road because we know his ordeal, you know what I'm saying? But he ain't, it'll be a day where he can't get his car. I don't put 6 copies of a fucking every car on here. So if you're in love with a fucking 180 and shit, you better get one of them 180s and kind of sit in it. Even if you go in to get some food and shit, you ain't gonna get it back most likely. So we don't mind people that are sitting in the pits for that reason. Like, there's limited cars. And if you're a good driver, we definitely don't mind you staying in your favorite car when you're in the pits. If you're a regular on this server, do not be afraid to motherfucking sit in your car. I mean, if you don't really like, if you're not a regular and shit, please don't like just take up the regulars cars and shit. But there's people in here that love to get doors with people, like all the motherfucking people that they run into. You'll know the names. It's a very limited community as soon as you get up in here. But yeah, let me get this server started. Fucking A, I got this, like, I'm pretty sure y'all can see all this crazy oh my god, let me not give y'all the information on server, fuck! Y'all can't see that shit, you gotta fucking hit pause and study that shit, bring up a magnifying glass, I gotta change the fucking password, look what y'all just did to me. I'm so open with y'all. I just fucked up like Summit did. Was it Summit? I know it was a thing. It was one of those people that are mad famous with white fucking hair. That's all I remember about the motherfucker. I was just like, goddamn, how you reveal your whole password and shit to everybody? They stole all this shit within like 2 seconds. It's like the savages. I can trust y'all though. I mean, we all a cool fucking community, but goddamn. Why I did that on that screen of all things, I was just trying to show y'all what the fuck was taking so damn long. I got this shit up in front of my face. Oh my god. Alright. Bam.
Put your bust down in a L. I just got 30 pints shipped through the mail. Took 30 bands out to buy some
20%, that's what we're fucking with. People are gonna get pissed off and they get kicked for no reason. So just try not to get kicked, that's all I can say. Jump back to the pits as much as you can when you know you're gonna be gone. You're somewhat safe in the pits. Unless your car is one of those that they put right up front, there's people just ram your ass on the track for some fucking reason. I'm just like, what the fuck? I was sitting here talking to my brother some shit while I'm cooking food, and all of a sudden we just see my wheel go crazy, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, who the fuck done this some shit like this to a nigga? The disrespect. I gotta rush over here and jump back to the pits. Funniest shit seeing me like try to hit the brake pedal, stop the car, but not get all the way up in here with the wheel and shit. I'm like standing over it, trying to like hold the wheel steady, motherfucking like hit the brake pedal and then hit escape on my fucking keyboard at the same time. That's just, it's like playing fucking Twister. Oh my god, it's funny as shit seeing myself do that. Like I'm laughing myself as I gotta do it. Here we go. Now let me warn my constituents. Restart.
Bust down in a L. I just got 30 pints shipped through the mail.
Alright, gotta make sure I get my bitch back.
One time million L. One time million L. One time million L. If you rich, put your bust down in a L. I just got 30 pints shipped through the
Alright. We go drain the dragon, then we gonna get some slides in. We can get rid of those that we need to get rid of, but please be good with that motherfucking ability. It only takes 20% now. Alright. Holy shit. Alright. Let's drive, yeah? Yes, YouTube, we're still watching this. I haven't heard some Young Thug shit in a while. He up in here with James Smith. James Smith did put a beast that song. I was like, damn, little nigga, alright.
Straight out of jail to the crib, I'm quick with a switch, man, we never miss, okay. About to turn up in the club, man, about to fuck go, we ain't taking no pictures.
He gonna fuck up Sway Lee Lane, you know what I'm saying? He's like, you stepping on my toes, nigga. He's like, I'm Will Smith, son. What you expect? When you just born with the fame and shit. I didn't put a tune on this bitch, did I? Hold up. I probably did, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did. I've just done this thousands of times, so we gotta make sure sometimes. But I'll conscientiously put that shit in the forefront of my mind. I won't remember when I pull out on the track. I'm like, no, fuck, is she feeling weird? That low PSI in the tires always feels weird, so I gotta gauge, is that an open diff feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, it should be on, like locked when I'm on, and then kind of fucking floating at 60, and they put it at, what the fuck is it at normally? I always just go and lock mine. That's what GSG is. That's the only thing I tune in the car, is locking the diff to 100, 100, welding the bitch. She's got 200 horsepower, you might as well. It's not like you gotta worry about taking this shit as your daily. Oh, way to be a bitch, Rail. I haven't fucked with her all day, and then all of a sudden I get all intimate and shit, and she's just like, nah, fuck you, nigga. Alright, hold up. The fuck is your name? Boobin? Dr. Boobin? Dr. Boobin. Somebody has a razor. A razor keyboard. Constantly getting it to spam the lights on and off at a certain timing. That's what that is, by the way. That's not an in-game function. If you're ever looking for it, you're not going to find it that way. It's literally, he has a Razer keyboard, and he can bind the program, like Razer Synapses or whatever the fuck it's called, that it modifies all of those shits. That thing is what's clicking L for him or some shit. Like, is L the lights for my ass? Like, let me see. No, let me hold up. No, what the fuck is the lights? I'm hitting buttons and shit. Let me jump back to the pits and figure this shit out. K? No, it wasn't K. I think I hit that bitch. I think I changed my lights to something, actually. Why am I playing the center always? Because this is the most realistic physics you're gonna find in a motherfucking drift game, you know what I'm saying? If you want to trust your cars in real life by training on a simulator, this is where your hands are gonna feel more confident than anything else. I played them all, you know what I'm saying? R Factor, fucking Live for Speed, all these shits that claim to be simulators. These Italians gave us a godlike gift. This is Mount Olympus level fucking shit compared to everything else living down there on the ground with us mortals. You can thank the modding community, because the stock game, yeah, it's kind of lackluster, but it's the fact that they gave us a backbone in physics. That's what we need to be grateful for. That's what they gave us here. They mastered physics because they put their name on it. And Italians don't put their name on some shit unless they just really proud of it. And to be proud of some shit in the gaming era these days where you're not just in it for the money. Notice that the marketing scheme wasn't all fucking EA level, where a billion motherfuckers is still gonna be motherfucking trying to play Battlefield, even though it was just a piece of shit this time. I was like, how you gonna take a spit on history? That game's always been about trying to take historical stories and make it realistic and shit, and then all of a sudden they're just like, fuck history, we got an agenda that's all fucking promoting goddamn feminism and shit. I'm like, first of all, you can't get all Venture Brothers with your shit where you got robotic arms and shit, like whatever the fuck that name was. Like, who's the name of the motherfucker that makes all the robotic arms for motherfuckers in goddamn Venture Brothers? I was just like, I made a joke of that shit when I was watching that show. Like, that motherfucker done designed half of this game, because they just reinvented life with that game. I was like, it was disgusting to look at, because I was a fan of Battlefield. I was not a fan of Call of Duty past Black Ops 2. I did play Call of Duty, of course, before Battlefield was a thing and shit. Black Ops 2 was the death of Call of Duty and the birth of Battlefield. No, Black Ops 1. Black Ops 1, I'm sorry, not Black Ops 2. Jesus Christ, Black Ops 2 was that recent shit. Somewhat recent, because Black Ops 3 is what we have now, or Black Ops 4, I don't even know what the fuck we are now. Which one had the dolphin dive? I think that was 1. After Black Ops 1, that was the last Call of Duty that I took serious. Where me and my friends, like me and my brother and Will Beasy, motherfucking got like over 100 goddamn win streak in one night. We literally stopped playing after like 100 and something, like 110 games. 107 is the one that I can remember. I was dead tired after that shit. I don't know what the fuck we got up to, but my ass was delirious in those matches at that point. Like, we stayed up way past when the fuck we were going to, just because we were on a win streak. You know what I'm saying? You just don't stop the streak, but we were just murking it, and that was Black Ops, the first one. And ever since then, I didn't fuck with Call of Duty. They got more rigid and, like I said, professional. That was a loose game. You had to be real icy. You had to be real icy to abuse those mechanics. Felt loose compared to the other ones. Kind of like real combat, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you play paintball and shit, you notice that there's a loose to it. Yeah, you can be the most icy motherfucker in the world. Watch my old videos and shit when I was trying to be the most icy motherfucker in the world. Then I play it fast and loose, you know what I'm saying? Like, notice that I just get more comfortable and confident with my shit, almost like lackadaisical as my videos go along. The early ones, that's where you're gonna see me doing icy shit like a fucking Navy SEAL, where motherfucking military motherfuckers were coming to me just like, you know how to gunsling, right? They're like, that's some shit I'm not seeing among other people. You're just like, thank you, sir. Means a lot coming from you. Navy SEALs and shit coming up to you. That's the dopest shit of living around Virginia. You meet a lot of those motherfuckers. They come out to the field every weekend. That one icy motherfucker that's got like no gear on and he's got 2 pistols and shit and he's like going out there murking everybody. Yeah, that's that motherfucker that he's a Navy SEAL. We got quite a few of those around here. I got a dog from a Navy SEAL because I lived around here when I was young. It was a boxer named Rowdy. It came with a Jack Russell Terrier. We wanted the boxer because, I mean, who the fuck doesn't want a Navy SEAL trained boxer? That motherfucker was that dog was amazing. The best protector of us. We were real young and shit, my brothers and I. So my dad got that, my stepdad got that shit to protect us because he's like a real fucking friendly dog to us. But he would fuck you up. And it didn't matter if you were a big motherfucker. He would jump up and push you on the ground. So he was good in a fight if we had to fight with him. My fucking stepdad had all that shit in mind. If he got a dog, it was crazy. It was hilarious. He was a great dog. We love the fuck out of him, but they don't live very long because their kidneys go bad. So they get into a serious pain and shit around 9 years old. And it's real fucked up to see a dog that looks young in so much pain. And you're like, God damn, like they say you're supposed to put him down. I was like, why did we get a dog that we have to put down? That was disturbing as a kid. I fell in love with that dog. That dog like jumped out. There was these twins that we knew. I brought them over to my house. It was fucking funny because Kevin, I was like, don't look at the dog weird. You even give him a sense that you're afraid and that motherfucker will jump on you. He'll just put the work on you to test your mettle. Like, you just gotta look him in his eyes and be like, hey. You gotta be like, I ain't afraid of you. I invite you in like you my brother right now. You gotta invite him in like family. You can't be afraid of a dog like that was trained to protect us. Because every person knew it was the funniest shit. Kenny was the one that looked so. It was Kenny and Kevin. And y'all ever find out these twins in my fucking life cycle? I become famous as shit. Kenny came out putting y'all on blast. Kenny was the one that looked like he would have been afraid of the dog. That motherfucker was icy as hell. I was like, Kenny, what? He was the one that was like all soft in the face and shit. But Kevin was the one that he kind of looked intimidated. Maybe Rowdy put him to the test because he looked a little bit more aggressive than Kenny. Kenny looked like he wasn't gonna harm a fly. You know what I'm saying? So he could have been scared. And the dog is just like, look at you, boy. You look like a baby. But Kevin kind of had that grit in his face. And I swear to God, Rowdy bit his ass in two if I didn't stop us. I was like, whoa! Roddy took off after him. He scared the shit out of Kevin. They came over to like help us. Like, we didn't play computer and shit back then, my brother. They came over to help me download Diablo fucking 3. That game, my brother got addicted to. He was way too young to be playing a game that was M-rated from the fucking 90s, okay? Like that, I think that was 2090 or some shit when Diablo 2, 98 or some shit when Diablo 3 came out. Was it Diablo? No, Diablo 2. Diablo 3 is what we have now. Diablo 2. Because Diablo 1 was the one where you move all slow and shit. We played Diablo 2. That was way back, like the 90s version game. And then Diablo 3 is the one that's recent. I didn't really play Diablo 3. I thought that shit was Diablo 4 when I just started thinking about it. I was like, no, nigga, we are at 3. Because people are complaining that they're coming up with the, like, mobile game instead of giving Diablo 3 an update. That was the last news I got on that. I was like, damn. Well, the mobile fucking, like, shit took over, you know what I'm saying? Even I was just like, I was going to make a fucking game, a little samurai RPG. Because I love the Zatoichi series so much, I wanted to make a game where you could literally choose to be any kind of Japanese, basically like Kenshi, if you've ever played Kenshi, but not 3D and very in-depth, almost like a RimWorld in-depth and crazy-ass built-in stories and shit, because it wouldn't be graphically challenging for me to build. It would be story-intensive, like all this data and shit of all this crazy shit I write. Like if I was like, if I'm gonna write a book, it's not gonna be a book. If I'm gonna be a writer, it's gonna be like writing for a video game or some shit. Like this, I'm not gonna go old school with it and be a goddamn author with my goddamn intellect. Fuck that. That seems like a waste. Especially when I wouldn't enjoy. I don't read books myself enough. You know what I'm saying? But I play fucking games all the time. That's why I get most of my reading done as a fucking game with text. I love that shit. Like I grew up with Game Boy and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Pokemon and shit, where I gotta read everything. I was hyped. I had to create the voices and shit. Then we saw a show and I was like, motherfucker, you didn't sound like that to me the way you was talking in that game. Shit. I was like, that was the most hardcore motherfucker. You got a soft ass voice when you watch the show. You're like, oh hell no. You're like, that nigga was a gangster the way they portrayed him in that game. There was all kinds of games like that. I love that kind of shit. That's why I'm kind of interested in reading that book over there. I was just like, maybe life is better when I just read it instead of fucking have the digital shit to go along, like the explanation digitally. Like Max Payne was like playing a movie in a video game form. You know what I'm saying? Like Max Payne 3. That fucking game was my shit. My brother was one of the goddamn goats of that shit online. It's too bad that game died so quick because, good God, Rockstar wanted that to be their MLG flagship game. They brought like past Gears winners and shit in to test it because it was a third-person game. So they were like, all right, well, let's get third-person fucking MLG motherfuckers in here to test it out. And Marcus, like, Cream was one of the ones that I know. You know what I'm saying? CRREAM on Twitch. That's Cream. Like the Yeti motherfucker. I don't think he even called himself a Yeti back then. Like that's how far back I'm going right now. Back with Max Payne, like he got invited to that invitational to try that game out. It was some tournament before the game was even released to test the game's MLG capabilities, like what they would think about it before they released it and got reviews. Like notice how Rockstar doesn't even risk shit. Like they didn't even tell us about Red Dead Redemption 2. They gave us like little 6-minute videos of shit like that. But notice that they didn't do shit at E3. They didn't do shit at any of these things because they're just like, the less we tell you, the more you're gonna want to play this shit on that Cartman Land shit. I swear to God, South Park fucked us up with giving that information out. Them geniuses. I was like, don't tell everybody about this shit. I bet that's gonna be their reference. Alright, that's my reference to it. Shit. I was like, we don't need everybody motherfucking abusing our minds and shit just because we want to motherfucking see it, but they won't let us see it. When a game's that popular, Red Dead Redemption status, they're just like, we ain't even gonna let you draw your own conclusions before a motherfucker has the game in your hands. You're just like, fuck, what was that 6-minute video? I've seen all kinds of shit like that. Give me a little bit of story. Show me one mission and shit like that. Show me what gameplay's gonna be like. Rockstar wasn't about that life this time, and look how that game sold. Fucking breaking records again and shit. Oh my God. I was like, who the fuck hasn't played Red Dead Redemption? South Park even made episodes about it. I love how I just talked about South Park about this whole shit, and even they talking about Red Dead Redemption. Motherfucker, like the whole season, the whole fucking new season had that as the underlying theme of the whole bitch. It wasn't even one episode like the Warcraft shit. The whole season was fucking Red Dead Redemption. I was like, these motherfuckers love that game. You know Matt and Trey addicted to a game when the whole fucking season they gotta mention the bitch. Like, they love them some video games. I was like, that's what icy motherfucker. When you icy motherfucker, it's just nice to do some shit without fucking dying all the time. Because, like I said, there's high fucking risk in a lot of this shit. I mean, look at what I'm doing here. I can get so much digital drifting in. I go and do this shit in real life. It costs me so much fucking money, it breaks the bank. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't that fucking rich where drifting motherfucking doesn't break me. I have broken my cars to the point that it is gonna be, I'm like, do I want to fix that right now, or do I want to do this right now? I got that kind of stupid shit going on. But, yeah, like, there's motherfuckers that can, like, one of the sexiest girls I know done motherfucking left me because she found, okay, here's the funny shit. I taught her about manifestation. I tell y'all this story all the time. I love how I just keep preaching this shit. This is like once a week shit because I got a new craft. Like a fucking comedian. I just keep giving y'all the same show because it's funny as hell to me. I'm just like, that's good shit. Let me just keep motherfucking. I don't mind reminding myself of this ridiculous shit because it's funny to me and it'll be funny to y'all. Like we fucked around and watched Iron Fist together, you know what I'm saying? You know who Danny Rand is? Those motherfuckers that know his story. He's some kid that got lost in Konglung, became a billionaire, some holier than thou motherfucker that's all fucking, he wasn't raised with the millions and billions and he ain't no born a life kid. He's all fucking humble and shit, but he got the money. She asked for a Danny Rand. She found some fucking kid, like not even a week or two later. Like her friend introduced her to this shit. I was like, are you fucking serious? It was the funniest shit. I was like, I just taught this bitch how to manifest shit. She fucked around and did that shit, tore us apart. Because I was like, of course you're gonna go the direction of motherfucking, I ain't gonna sit there and be second to a motherfucking Danny Rand. Fuck that shit. I was like, I'm gonna free my fucking heart from you real quick. You go do your thing with that nigga. And we split ways like real easy. She was just like, alright. I was like, yeah, you do that, cause she gonna come back to me motherfucking bored of shit and looking for something that makes her feel good again. She gonna remember me. Alright, that's the reality of that situation. But motherfucking, the fact is, that motherfucker, like, she made me jealous when she said that this nigga drives Lambos and shit. She loves my little Fiat. That's the one car that I got where she's in love with it. She thought it was like a $200,000 car when she saw it. She was like, what the fuck? She looked it up after I showed her pictures of the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't even get to drive it and see it yet. Motherfucker, I showed her pictures. She looked this shit up right away like I thought would. Right? Like, what is the value of this car? This nigga just showed me. I was like, goddamn, girl, why are you even concerned about that with your lusting for diamonds ass? Alright, what the stone gonna do for you? Goddamn. Anyways, that's what happens when a bitch is that sexy. She works on being sexy. Like, she works out all the fucking time. That little Vietnamese thing. I swear to God, she's just like, I'm gonna find somebody that'll take care of me. That's her whole goal. She gonna be a trophy wife. She's heard it's her trophy wife one time, and she was just like, I got no looks for that. Damn right you do, girl. She thought that I was rich the entire time just because I do. She met me while I was playing paintball and shit. She thinks I got money. I just knew how to motherfucking go out and do the things that I want to do. You know what I'm saying? You just live life how you want to. You find a way. Yeah, I do shit that looks damn near bought. Like, I look like a king out there, but yeah, I was not affording much more than my weekend of paintball right there. Me buying new markers, like I said, I had to choose between going to CPX, the biggest fucking Living Legends is what that event is called. It's the biggest fucking American event you could go to. Has the best fucking party if you're an adult, you know what I'm saying? If you're a kid going to that, I feel bad for you, because that is not why you're supposed to be going to that party. You know what I'm saying? There's a party there where you get a bikini contest, a contest, okay, and then motherfucking there's a party afterwards with all those people that were just like that, girls getting way too horny because they just saw other women naked and shit like that, and they just feeling loose as fuck. You just like, god damn, you need to have condoms that night because somebody might get pregnant that you don't mean to get pregnant. That kind of shit's gonna happen at a party like that. I passed that up for a marker. That's how, if you're a fucking decent paintball player, a marker means that much to you. That bitch, it has a name and shit, like Sasha Gray was the name of my motherfucking, like my last name is Gray, so like that's where Gray Smoke Garage comes from and shit like that. I'm a mixed motherfucker, black and white with Native American and shit up in there. If you want to, yes, it dilutes the fucking gray if I start talking about what I really am, but the two things that people notice in me that I've ever been called is mixed because they know that I'm white and black. I gotta explain that I'm Native American. The white in me is German and motherfucking Irish. I gotta explain all this shit. I don't even know where the black comes from, what area. That's how fucked up history is. They don't even know where to fucking, like, I don't even know where to place that. But I know I'm French, Canadian, Native American, and Cherokee. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's apparently what I've been told. Cherokee on my dad's side, French, Canadian, Native American on my mother's side. I need to fucking focus on this line. I'm driving like a maniac right now and just talking to y'all about some really intimate shit. That shit, like what my genetic makeup and shit. I tell y'all this shit all the time though, alright? I tell y'all what the fuck I am. It's like a fucking date y'all with me. You just gotta deal with it. You don't even know more about me than the girlfriend y'all fucking like go out with on the first date. Y'all fucking talking to that bitch and just like, god damn, like she hardly fucking saying anything about herself. You gotta bring it all out of it. You gotta have like a 21 questions set up for this girl before you even hit a date to get the real answers and shit. Otherwise, she'll make it mad awkward. I've been on too many of those. I'm just like, she is like confused on why you like her so much. If she says you're handsome straight out the gate, like she all stunned and shit at what you look like, she's like confused on why you're with her just because she's got some kind of weird self-esteem problem. You gotta break that ice. Like I said, as comfortable as you can make a girl, even on a date, it's the same thing. Sex is going tenfold, you know what I'm saying? But like that's why I brought that shit earlier. You gotta make a girl feel comfortable because she got so much shit going on in her mind that she's like nervous about. She's way more nervous than you. You think as a man you nervous? You done watched too much porn and shit. You fucking, you up here just expecting certain things out of yourself. You're just like, let me not nut too quick. That's all I'm worried about. She's worried about scents, what she smells like. If you go down, like she's definitely motherfucking like sweating bullets and shit. You go down on her. All right, every woman is. She'll fucking like drive over to your house and she think that she motherfucking ain't smelling right down there. All right. But if you're a nigga that loves some pussy, you know what's good or what's not. You know what I'm saying? 90% of the women, because they're so nervous about it, they gonna be tasty as a motherfucker, alright? So don't be afraid to venture down there unless you just with a very trifling bitch. I don't know. I can't say it any nicer than that, alright? Those are the ones that I wouldn't fuck with. Most girls are nervous enough to motherfucking clean up for you. Some don't know. That might be a problem that you run into. She'd be the nicest looking girl in the world, the most innocent girls. The most innocent girls just don't know that that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? They have no experience with that at all. Be careful of that shit. You gotta go into that shit. Fucking you almost don't even want to go down on a girl that's never fucking done some shit before. First, she don't even know how to motherfucking like make herself presentable. You just need to give her what she need that night and make that the most pleasant experience of her life. But using your mouth to give her that goddamn orgasm, she ain't even gonna appreciate that like a girl that's fucking had other shit before. Like when she's sending you memes the next day, like when your man knows how to get that shit. Like I've seen the craziest goddamn shit for these women. Oh my god, they love them some fucking memes. I'm not so great at finding memes. Like I don't see these shits until they show me them. So it's always like I reverberate the ones that they show me. I don't look up memes. I don't just like randomly run into these. How do they even find these shits? You know what I'm saying? Like shit. That's the 30 different conversations they got going on with other people and shit. That's what that is. My ass sees these fucking memes that they be using all intimate as fuck with me. I'm just like, god damn, girl, where you find that shit? She just looks up the right shit apparently. Kick will find you some memes. You just gotta know a motherfucking like keyword in Kick and they'll find your memes and shit. Like that was the easiest shit for me to make a girl laugh. Like if we were conversating through Kick, oh my god, they got tools at your disposal there. But other than that, yeah, fuck all that noise. I'd rather talk to her in person. Oh my god. The memes. Bitches love they memes. Can you play with 2 gigabytes VRAM? VRAM, yeah. I'm in Virginia Beach, yeah. And I got a question about iRacing. Does iRacing have drifting? You know what I'm saying? Because iRacing, I believe that they would have good racing physics. But do they know how to simulate this well? Because that's where all the other games come short. They're good at racing, but over the limit in chaos. They don't know how to to tell you what chaos is. These Italians told us what chaos is in a way that my fingers trust this on every car that I've ever driven afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what the force feedback of this wheel is, no matter what my power steering is, I've been able to trust this as my simulator, my training mechanism, you know what I'm saying? To the point that I'm stupidly comfortable with this and cars, and I'll scare women and shit when I'm driving because I'm just like, I didn't know that I was driving that erratic, but she ain't used to a motherfucker having that much ice, you know what I'm saying? I might be showing off at some points and shit like that, but I'm just driving a little bit quicker than most people and shit like that. Like, I just feel good in the car. Taking off, accelerating around a corner a bit cleaner and faster, almost like a goddamn race car where I'm right at the edge of the grip, but I'm not really flooring the car. It just sounds like I'm naturally doing it. Her ass is leaning in the seat and shit like that. She ain't ready for leaning in the seat too much. G-force. G-force. If you create a lot of G's with a woman in the car, that's the most simple way I could say it. You're going to scare the shit out of her. She ain't used to feeling G-force all the time. I love G-force, so I fucking manifest it every fucking corner I can. I be beating on my tires. Alright? My tires go bald just from driving. Alright? Like, I ain't even got to drift. My front tires go bald and shit. Like, they say that you can have the same fucking tires all season long if you drive properly with this shit. I was like, I kill my front tires at about maybe 10% the rate of my back, so when I'm drifting, I put a lot of stress on my front tires, just in my style alone. I'll use the understeer to make sure that I got exact control of the car. You know what I'm saying? I have it right there where it sits, and then you got to kind of work into it. I have it right at the edge where I can whip 5 degrees if I need it. You know what I'm saying? Like, kick it out 5 if I need to grab that 5 immediately. That way I see a car lunge at the back of me. I'm just like, yeet. And they go 5 more. Anyways, let's get up on the door, you know what I'm saying? We got a car behind us, cars in front of us. Let's focus. Hey. What you doing up here? QXD. Ukes. Oh, God. What? I was like, let's just hit the fucking, I don't even know if I hit the brake. I was just like, let's stop throttling. That was just putting the clutch down right there and be like, let's disengage. Oh, Jesus. All right. Anyways, we got a door out here for me. Somebody's got to have some flow on here. I don't recognize most of these names, though. Bad newcomers. Ooh-wee. What time is it? Alright, we got one more hour I can kick it up on here before my brother gets home. Then I'm going to keep it down so he can get some sleep. like, don't hit the brakes now. Shit. I was like, for the life of your shit, don't tap them brakes. We hit wheel to wheel right there. He shot up off me like a cannon. Where'd he go? What the fuck? Hamburgers. Wouldn't mind cooking some of them right now. Oh my god, now I'm hungry as fuck. I'm too hungry to be thinking about fucking hamburgers. Holy shit, when I talk about needing to jump back to the pits, I don't know if he could be welded to a motherfucking more than this. I am inside that fucking rail. Like, that rail would have fucked my little player up. Look at my hand inside that bitch. Some Final Destination shit right there, she says. Alright, y'all. I think I'm gonna grab some food. Oh my god, there's 10 of y'all now. I'm just like, oh my goodness. Let's give it a little bit more of a drift show. I ain't that hungry yet, you know what I'm saying? We'll see if I can get my car back. We got the car back. Hey, we got a train. Let's fill that gap. Uh-oh. What up, homie? You talking about my bad? What you do? What you do, my dude? Uh-oh. Oh, it's kamikaze. Let's get that door. My Irish brethren. Oh my goodness. I marked him, my bad. We got his A and B. Hold up. Oh, I'm still trying to keep fucking momentum here. I was like, I gotta stay out of people's way while I'm hitting MB, you know what I'm saying? Damn near started racing that bitch. Slight hesitation is all it takes, and you just go fuck upon a door hard, son. I can't describe it anymore. Fucking exaggerative. Yay! Oh my goodness. We got some grip right now. We ain't warm yet. Oh shit. 41 PSI, alright. Let's go. Let's heat these bitches. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Go, 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 go. I was like, no room for mistakes. Not everybody ready for that kind of ice when it looks all crazy and shit. You just like, just trust it, bro. Just fucking, just go. Alright, if we spin, we fucking spin, but just go. Hey, let's get it. Ooh, we need oxygen. That was fucking crazy. Went the fucking slow motion on me. I was just like, goddamn, for reals? We doing this here? Woo! Come here. Come here. Yes! Woo! I'm proud of y'all. That took some fucking ice, all three of us. I saw that shit. You know what I'm saying? We threw so much ice into that last corner, it was bound to happen right here. You know what I'm saying? Karma balanced us the fuck out after that shit. It was like, you can't do something that stupid icy without me fucking bringing you back down to a human goddamn mortal fucking level. Or you done reached godhood back there and shit. I was like, look at the ice on these motherfuckers. Just got the shit poured on your shoulders where you just become frigid with it like shit. Like a fucking samurai slicing some shit. Cutting the air itself, you like, nigga, I saw the air get split. I couldn't even see homeboy. He looked like he got cut in two and he was between him and the blade and shit. Or the blade was in between you and him, you know what I'm saying? In the distance, you see a motherfucker look like he got cut in half. He's like, what the fuck? Did the wind just split that nigga? Hell no, he just cut the fucking air, bro. Seeing a blur of motherfucking oxygen and nitrogen flowing too goddamn quick. Refracting light and shit. Woo! Woo! Get your ass sideways! Oh my god. This is wild. I'm thinking he's gonna follow him, but he's going for the outside line. I'm like, alright, let's do that then. I like that shit anyway. Alright. Fuck the blue car, I guess. I'll never run into somebody that's not trying to catch the car in front of them for some reason. And then I run into this homie, he's just like, oh, yo, just get that door. Oh my god, I got you, backboard. You Gucci? Oh, you skipped that transition right there to get back in front. I saw you, bro. You ain't getting your spot taken. Bad and bougie? Hell yeah. Alright, now I think the easiest way for me to do this while I'm drifting is to fucking find Bad and Bougie on this list of my bookmarks while I'm drifting. I mean, we got 11 motherfuckers in here. They came to see some drifting, not me searching YouTube. Shit! Except I do some shit like that, though. Just like, let me just take a moment and hit Bad and Bougie. Bam! I was like, you want the MC Hammer version or you want the regular version? Because both of them go hard. I'm from 1990, so that motherfucker right there, that MC Hammer shit, it means something to my soul for some reason. Yup, I got you, homie. Nothing to something, nigga. Let me find me a door up in here, you know what I'm saying? Let's turn some nothing to something up in here. Oh, God. I was like, we need brakes. That's when you take the F1 approach. Just motherfucking turn the car around. Just be like, it'll slow it down and I ain't gonna take an impact that my legs can't take. But that gas tank might fucking explode. Woo! You like shooting dice right there. You're like, my body will be intact, but I might catch on fire. I got a flameproof suit on. We about to test if that bitch is true. I mean, Nicky Lauda didn't come out looking so goddamn hot. And I'm pretty sure they told him that shit was flameproof. I think you just be pissed off you come out looking worse than the goddamn material. You're just like, are you serious? Motherfucker, some cotton fed better than me? Alright, nah. I was like, it ain't just covered in some shit. They just use like Kevlar, some flameproof shit from the get-go. Oh, I was like, be me. Go ahead, bitch. I know you're going to. Every time I fuck with that hoe, she goddamn snatches the shit out of my bumper. This one right here loves me, you know what I'm saying? On the right side, I come out and visit her, she just like, what up, nigga? Thank you for visiting. Nobody fucks with her though. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that one girl that really appreciates when you give her some attention. Those are the most fun. That is that rare right there. She fucking loves me. The rest of these hoes, they get way too much attention and shit. He's like, they ain't even got no personality about them. That girl will caress you and make you feel better, and she just the kindest fucking soul. Oh my God. Yeah. Now that was methodical. I could trust you, Kamikaze. I don't know what's happening in front of you though, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna chase him down or not. But for some reason I got the flow right there. No, I didn't get it the next turn. That's how risky it is. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, look at that motherfucking throttle, nigga! God damn! I did not come here, ass. I couldn't stop. I just had to overtake. Oh man, we dipped the tire on that one. What line did I just take right there? Because I gotta do that shit again. That was tasty. Woo-wee. Like buffalo wings tasty. Just the right amount of spice on that bitch. You're just like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let me get 20 more of those. Tires are hot now. We can put that shit away. We at 188. We gonna pop these bitches. They hate. He didn't need it. See, he has got to like, I don't know why. I don't know why people jumped in the pit so we could take impact and flip around and just be Gucci about it. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody a hothead. You're running maybe like 1/20th. All right, 1 out of 20 motherfuckers. Those motherfuckers will complain about wasting their 5 seconds. Most of us give taps to keep them from complaining. If we see somebody spinning out and shit, we'll give them a surgical ass tap to put them back into a drift. If you're capable of doing that shit, by all means, we ain't gotta pay for these parts, so you might as well get some help when you can. Be that hero to a motherfucker that's got all, he'll stop drifting like, oh man, I'm shit today, guys. He won't quit if you give him those little taps to help him out every now and then, like, you're just helping out, bro. He gets it too. He's just like, if I keep on the throttle, it's like you read what he was doing. And as long as he stays doing what he was doing for that split second, when you tap him, he will feel it right. He will know what to do as you tap him. And it's the most magical fucking effect. I mean, that will get you higher than half the goddamn shit you're gonna do, putting the car up against a rail and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, that crazy tap wouldn't give me as much adrenaline as saving somebody. Even though I was just saved right there by his backboard. Like, that's what I call a backboard. When I can bounce off the rail, hit him, and then bounce straight back into my drift because he was at the perfect fucking angle for me to hit the rail and bounce off his car. That's a motherfucker that knows how to drive behind me. Notice how close he's getting too. Not everybody gets that close to my ass. I mean, we hitting fucking edges and gambling on shit like that. A motherfucker that can push through a drift like that, he's got skills. I was like, look at me just putting it to the test to show I'm talking about what a skill is. And I'm just like, let's put the nigga through the fucking ringer and shit. And he fucking passed with flying colors. His ass was a multiple backboard right there and rolled out every time. I was like, good God, look at your ass. Call that motherfucker Dr. Strange up in here. He got the surgical hands. Pre-accident. Pre-accident Dr. Strange over here. What's up, what's up? How you doing, Leo? Alright, let's get back on somebody's door. You know what I'm saying? He's fucking on my door. I gotta fuck on somebody's door. You know what I'm saying? I can't let him be the only one showing off. We got Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan fucking shit up right now. Just like the original motherfucking great movies, you know what I'm saying? Jackie Chan being the best stunt actor on that set. Bruce Lee motherfucking actually recognizing him in the crowd, and he became a star after that. That was the funniest shit. I was like, good God, bro. Ain't that some good shit? Everybody loved some Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan, alright? Oh my God, the interview where he was talking about his work with Bruce Lee. It was funny as shit because I could not fucking help but remember Chris Tucker and him in Rush Hour. He's like, he can't even speak English good. It's like one of those motherfucking moments like that. It's like, you can't even speak English. Who the fuck said that shit? Was it him or was it Cat Williams? One of those motherfuckers with a high-pitched voice. I thought it was in Rush Hour. Like, goddamn. No, it was Dave Chappelle one day. It was Dave fucking Chappelle. Oh my God, I can't remember my motherfucking like comedy from high school. I was just like, shit, where was it? Who had that joke, yo? Oh my God. He's like, you lost the part in the fucking Jackie Chan. He's like, he can't even speak English good. Like, I was like, he can't speak English well. He speaks it well enough, apparently. Oh, shit. Woo. Just that part had me dead as fuck. Alright, that was definitely Dave Chappelle when he was like, well, who'd he lose the part to? Oh my God, I was weak. Jackie Chan though. Like that's all I can think of when he was like speaking in the interview because homeboy was struggling with English. I was like, you've been living in China for a long time now. Since he's been making movies and shit, and he was real hot over here. He's kind of retired and he went back over there and he's like, you can tell he hasn't really practiced his English in a while. Because in his prime, homeboy, it was funny how he get through a sentence. Like they used that comedy. He had good like comedic timing and shit when he would say things for that reason. But then seeing him in the interview, I was just like, that's all I could think about was homeboy saying that shit. I was like, he was never this bad though, alright? Like, but at that point, yeah, you'd be fucking like cracking up and that was a justified statement. You lose a part of the homeboy that can't even motherfucking get through them sentences like that, but I don't blame him. That's like if I was speaking any other language, I'm butchering all of that shit. You can't blame a motherfucker when it's not even like probably his second language. Jackie Chan probably know multiple languages and shit. He knew English because that got him his dough. Went from being paid $240 on like 4 bonuses. You know what I'm saying? 4 bonuses got him $240 a day working with Bruce Lee. That's what the story was. I was like, what the fuck? When he's worth $350 million now. I'm like, good God. did Bruce knew it too. Bruce knew there was some essence about it. He's just like, you one of these motherfuckers and shit. That's why he pointed him out among the crowd. That's why he got to work in multiple movies and shit. Always got a call back. He became one of Bruce's favorite stuntmen. And Bruce is going to Jackie Chan as a career takeoff. I was like, oh shit, look at this go. And we all grateful for the crazy ass stunt work Jackie Chan and his crew gave us. Good gracious. Yeah, it ain't the most realistic shit, but good God, that stunt work was ridiculous. It's the choreography. You're like, good God, bro. You don't even let a ladder be around a motherfucker when you're trying to get into a fight. He'll fuck you up with that. I wasn't ready for a motherfucker to bring a ladder at me, bro. Motherfucker was twirling it around his neck and shit. Had good timing with the bitch. Alright, was seeing my move and he would counter me with the fucking ladder, bro. You don't want to get smacked in the face by the edge of one of them bitches because you get countered. Alright, you just like, what kind of shit? Alright, talk about that motherfucking champion fighter shit right there. The art of the champion or the fucking way of the champion, alright? The counter punch game. Motherfucking hitting you with a ladder like that. You just like, bruh, who the fuck trains with a ladder? You know, you just go with the flow. You like Ichi in this bitch. You pick up a goddamn like straw hat and fuck a nigga up with it. You know what I'm saying? You got a sword coming at you. You just know how to get the sword to pierce the hat in a way that you got control of his sword now. You done rip it out his hands by twisting the bitch. You just like, good guy. turn the motherfucking hat into a wheel that you can just twist the blade out somebody's hands. I'm just like, nah, son. I think that blade would have twisted sideways in that fucking hat. You ain't really twerking that out of nobody's hand. That's some Hollywood shit. But anyways, you just got motherfuckers like that that are that creative. Let me not break down the fucking movie. I would be here all day. In the real life, I have a Supra. She is 580 horsepower, bro. Fuck yeah. See, as long as you staying under 2K with a Supra, you Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, she's strong. It's like a fucking Japanese muscle car, that straight 6. Oh my god, I want some tacos right now. Holy shit, that's a fucking crazy craving. I haven't had tacos in a while. But I just want like everything that's in a taco. The motherfucking tomatoes, the cheese, the motherfucking ground beef with some seasoning on it, that tortilla, motherfucking lettuce sprinkled in the bitch for a little bit of crunch. Like, my mouth watering. I'm gonna drown right now. I can't even focus on this car in front of me. I think this is the motherfucker we were talking about kicking off of this bitch earlier. No, wait, his name was Player. It was Player. It wasn't this nigga. Alright, he's Gucci. We Gucci with this one. I was like, this is the closest name that looked like Guy. They said his name was Guy, but it was Player. He must be Canadian. Like, you like Guy and Friend and Bud. Like, are the 3 things that South Park made fun of them for, like, mixing up and shit. They just pretty much the same terms. Y'all use one of those 3. I was like, Player is what this one was. My homeboy was just like, he called him Guy, and I was just like, you Canadian, but a lot of decent drivers are Canadian because y'all got to deal with snow and shit. Y'all be drifting like a motherfucker. What's up, bad boy? Oh, I'm fucking starving. What time is it? 2:30. Alright, yeah. I'm gonna give like 10 more laps. And then I'm gonna go and make myself some food. Here we go. Unless I gotta take a piss before then. See, I gotta be careful. I'm like, there's a vote going on for hamburgers right now, but I gotta be careful with that because I haven't had a problem with them yet. So it might be minor, but if there's multiple people and they're having problems, they will vote them off with that yes. They're gonna be looking for it because he ain't gonna be coming back till the next session. Jesus Christ, where are we going?
All the dogs, low creep, right behind me in the phantom. Yeah. Never go, dip on the set, stay Santana. Yeah, run it back, turn the lights on when I hit up Green Lantern. Yeah, fly the bars, fly the dogs down to Atlanta. Yeah, in the cut, in the Medusa, lay low, yeah, I might be. Yeah, roll up, help me calm down when I'm moving high speed. Yeah, but send one, need to text back, cause you know what I need. Oh, please. Oh, me. Oh, my. We've been moving for some time. Flexing, trying to exercise.
Come on, close that gap. You were up on him. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh, see, don't do that. No solo. Confidence! He's got it. Like, it is hard to spin these cars. You might as well drop that hammer. Your hands will figure it out. Oh my God. I can't be beating him on the transition that much. Where he's transitioning after that car, but I'm transitioning before both of them, you know what I'm saying? Like, good God. Anyways, I think I'm going to call it for the night. Do you have the TX or the TMX? I got a TX. The old school. TX leather edition.
Don't you open up that window.
No complaints about it. Shit is a beast. On Xbox you can't race with it though because for some reason it overheats. Like on 100 force feedback, it does this weird shit where it vibrates. It goes, and then it'll fucking cut off to cool down. Which is the craziest shit you'll ever deal with while racing. But drifting on there, it didn't have a problem. Yet racing on computer, I've never had it do that. I've done plenty of laps, tested plenty of cars. I've never had it cut off on me once. And I don't get that fucking sound, so there's something to that. Like there's bad force feedback settings on the Xbox compared to the PC. Like maybe the code isn't the same or some shit like that. I don't know. But it's very confusing on why it's different, but it is different. But yeah, I hope y'all have a great night. And as always, thank you for stopping by.
Pills is all we know. Inhales is all we know. Don't go through the front door. It's low key at the night show.
Damn, that's wild. So you got to use like third-party force feedback. I just heard somebody else talking about they had a G27. They must have just got it. They'll have to figure out what it is that people are doing to fix that. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab some food, and if I'm feeling it, I might jump back on here, so you might see me again tonight. Not really sweating or anything, so I'm still comfortable. Server is lit. Seems like the stream is lit. 11 viewers upon the setup is quite good for this channel. Hope y'all are having a great day.
Let's get bite though. Bottles got us right though. We ain't sipping light, no. I ain't got no type though. Only got one night though. We can do it twice though. It's lit.
That's what's up. Thank you, Wasted Solid. But that LUT app is the nut app. Definitely, if we could get y'all's G27s working, because I mean that's one of the more popular wheels. It must be a standard thing you got to do to make it work. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by, y'all. If the cards play out right, I might be seeing y'all sooner than later. Either way, hope y'all have a great night.